page wale. So tẹ́ bá fẹ́ aṣọ tí mo wọ̀ yìí. Tẹ́ bá fẹ́ aṣọ tí mo wọ̀ yìí. Wọ́n ti gbé débí o, ìwọ tó nájà yẹn. Before you price it, it's not for me. I'm just helping a sister. Yeah? I'm just helping a sister. This is it. Shetiri, don't tell me you want one. Just send me a message. So this is it. Oh, you want me? TikTok, my long page wale. So if you want it, contact me. Yeah? Yeah. So I have it here. I have 4 of it. So this is patronize what I'm selling. Me kuku wataja funyiri. This is the first time. So patronize what I'm selling. Shetiri, it's really beautiful. Because see your banning I want that one you wear. It's really long. It's lengthy. And if it's too long for you, you can shorten it. But it's quite. Don't tell me you need one. Send me a message. I'm not giving it out. It's 150. Yeah, it's here. It's not in Nigeria. Oti Debi buy. So all you just need is you send me your address and I post it to you. Yeah. So if you need one, just send me a message. So when I put a video on TikTok, you will see how it looks there. Yeah. The video might not be giving it, it might not be giving it that effect you really need. Yeah. Okay, the neck piece. The neck piece is from the lady. Okay, my contact. Send inbox message to me. Okay, I'll block this girl. Let me just block this lórí book omo. Omo taye ti bàjẹ́ tí ẹ máa fojú sunkún. Tó bá no ní ṣépè, wọ́n á jẹ́ kó ṣépè ṣá ni. Yeah. So, yeah. Ẹ rántí Ilẹ̀kẹ̀ Oyè mi. Can you all remember my Ilẹ̀kẹ̀ Oyè? The same lady made it for me. I'll put her contact on this video and on any video Timba TFC and our picture I show you. Yeah? So I'll put it later. So this is what I'm putting on today. This is original Onjawu. It is not fake Onjawu. This is cotton. You can ask about cotton Onjawu from your Ashoke people. I know you see a lot online, but I'm telling you, I don't wear cheap things. If I wear cheap things, I would let you know it's cheap. I can wear £1 thing. But when I want something, I go for the good ones. Though I don't wear my clothes more than once. Yeah? But I want to wear good things. So I bought it from her. And she said she still have more left. If I can. Yeah, it's one size. God bless you. And we have one that is a bigger for me. So, but it's one size. Can you see? It's one size. Let me move back. It's one size. TikTok, you might not see it properly, but go and watch my video. I've posted a video on TikTok. It's one size. This is what is raining now, They use Ashoke for a lot of things. So if you want it, let me give you my number down. Me tell I'm a number in Lori. If I call the number, TikTok will bring the page down. Okay, send me an inbox on TikTok. Though I don't really make message Lori TikTok, but I will read it. Don't worry. Send me an inbox on TikTok, on Facebook, and on Instagram if you want one of it. Yeah. Yeah, it fits all. It fits all. Thank you so much. Yeah. And I want to welcome everyone watching me this afternoon. We have a lot to discuss, and I have just 3 hours to spend here. Yeah? So, we are going to make it very fast, okay? Yeah. We all see what has been happening regarding justice for Mohbad, yeah? I'm going to discuss Iyabo Ojo's interview. The interview she had with one guy like that. We are going to discuss Iyabo Ojo's interview. We are going to discuss Ashana's interview with AIT, and we are going to discuss the Corona inquest. Yeah? But before I start, I'm going to call Mommy Rich Grace because Mommy Rich Grace was there yesterday, and Mommy Rich Grace oni yokuro kò ní fikún. It will fit a slim person. Yeah, it fits all. Don't worry. Mommy Rich Grace will not deduct and it will not add to it. She was live and direct at the Corona inquest yesterday. and I'm gonna be inviting her. I'll call her on my phone. She's gonna give us the full gist of what happened at the coroner inquest. Am I communicating? And having said that, we really want to appreciate the judge for not being biased, for saying it as it is. But I don't want to talk too much. Let's just go down it. Let me call Mommy Rich Grace, because I know she went on live video yesterday on TikTok, but many people, as I always said, I have many of my mommies on Facebook that they are not on TikTok and they are not on Instagram. So that is the reason I'm always streaming on all the lines. Am I communicating? Having said that, whenever I come here to give you an update and the plug where I get my things, yeah. I want you to respect people's privacy. Yeah? I want you to point out any of your favorites or any of your bloggers. Like that they will just come online to give you numbers of blogs, numbers of where they got their things from. I want you to give me one blogger or any of your favorite that does that. The only time you will see people doing it, probably, maybe they paid them for a paid advert. But everything I come out to tell you about, I pay for my things. Apart from Mama Tega Scream, she gives me free, and I'm always saying that. And before Tega even be giving me cream free, I've always been, advertising for her. That is not the bone of contention. So when I come here, I don't think I've been paid for any adverts. When I use things and I enjoy it, I want to tell it to the world, because only I like people, ladies like me, to look their best, to look beautiful. Sure, you understand? So that is why I always come here. Either what I'm putting on, either the food I'm buying, anything I come out to tell you. But this is what I want my budget. When I tell you to call somebody, you can imagine. Is there effort? I know many of you. You don't have to like me, because of me, me liking. You are my number one fan. It is not about like or love now. If I give you Auntie Tawa's number, me fe drag you anytime she ben you. The next time Auntie Tawa will tell me and give me your picture and your number. Aye you ma baje so internet ni. Adabi tó bá jẹ́ pé mo mọ̀ kankan nu yín rí. And fine. Everybody cannot like you. The earlier you get that into your skull, the better for you. And I'm not looking for love from all of you. I am not. So far, God loves me. Every other love is secondary. Am I communicating? Even me personally, I know the people that are genuine. Am I communicating? Now, let me tell you what happened. They now called, when I give them number to call somebody, one walk pay Auntie Tawa, I'm a bookie just like you can imagine. Oh, like me, took pay Auntie Tawa, soften. Now let me tell you something. If I come here to advertise for any plug, everybody look beautiful ni. Mo fẹ́ everybody kẹ́ má lọ máa sanwó fún cream olórí burúkú tó ń tà tó ń pò tó ti bá yé àwọn èèyàn jẹ́. Ipe kẹ́ra nǹkan tó natural tó máa bára yín mu. Yeah, that is my reason. I want everybody to look their best, but that is not the bone of contention. Àwọn olórí burúkú wá pè ẹ má gbọ́ o. Mi ti ẹ like ọmọ Bukky Jesse yẹn. Ṣùgbọ́n sọ pé ká pè ẹ́. Ó sọ pé ọmọ ẹni tó ń ta kinní kan. Now let me tell you something. What you don't understand is I don't mingle with olórí burúkú èèyàn. I have made the mistake in the past, but my plug, to bá rí plug mi kankan, àbáwọn tí mo pè ní tèmi tí mo polówó fún, tó bá bẹ discuss ọ̀rọ̀ mi má bò wọ́n, tó bá bò wọ́n lọ́wọ́ ní bò ẹ̀. So àwọn tó lọ wọ́n say me, I have good people around me. I'm not talking about all these social media miscreants. I'm not talking about all this social media I want to be that I have helped in the past. I am talking from the base now. Back from Nigeria, back from before I came into this country. Anybody that you see that mo fi full chest mi dúró fún tí mo ń dá ọkọ̀ ẹ̀ lójoojúmọ́ pé kẹ́ patronize ẹ̀. It's not because she's giving me anything. Anything I send anybody to get for me, I pay for it. Mommy Tega nìkan. Àbí kò yé yín? Fine. Àwọn tell mi méjèèjì. Wọ́n máa ń ránṣọ fún mi lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ dáadáa. But I get my materials. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? Ọdẹ mo ń gbà mí gan pé tọ́n bá ti ń rán fún mi yẹn, èmi náà máa dá padà. Mo ń ṣe tó kàn máa ń gbà nǹkan èèyàn. Tó jẹ́ pé mu wá. No, anybody that knows me will tell you. Even if you do anything for me, I'll give you in double. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? Now that is not the bone of contention. Ẹ mọ nǹkan tó máa wá ṣe. They will now call Aunty Tawa. Wọ́n máa ṣe fáwọn tailor mi náà. They will now call Aunty Tawa. Bukky Jesse yẹn mi tiẹ̀ láìkẹ́. Ṣùgbọ́n polówó nǹkan. Ó ní ká pè ẹ́ ní ṣe oríire. Ìwọ tó ń ṣe wà yẹn. This is your last time. Tó bá bí yàrá ìyá yín dá. Pé Tawa kò rojọ́ mi fún. Mistake tẹ́yìn ṣe ni pé all my plugs will not gossip with you. They will not. They know how to shut you up and how to cut you off. I am surrounded with good people. I'm not saying in United Kingdom, I'm talking about back home. Àwọn kan ò tí ì sọ integrity wọn nù nítorí owó. Wọn ò tí ì sọ ìwà ọmọlúwàbí wọn nù nítorí oúnjẹ. Am I communicating? Now, Auntie Tawa refused to give me that picture. I thought she gave me the number, but màá fi lè fà yín létí. Tí n bá wá sọ nǹkan fún yín, tí n bá wá sọ plug fún yín, genuinely. Now, if you call me to gossip with my plugs, with àwọn tó ń ṣe nǹkan fún mi, you are making a great mistake because they will never gossip with you. Ìwọ tó bá dẹ̀ mọ̀ pọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀ gossip rí, mo síta, mo challenge yín, which I know they will never do. So don't call them. Má kó bá wọn lẹ́lẹ́ni because they will not gossip with you. I know many of you are calling to record them. Yeah? So when you now call it, I don't like it. Àbáyé yín fẹ́ bàjẹ́ ni wọ́n sọ fẹ́ pé mi like ẹ ni. Wọ́n sọ fẹ́ pé mi like ẹ ẹ̀yin olórí burúkú aláyé bàjẹ́. Like èèyàn ṣùgbọ́n èmi ni number one fan yín. Èmi ni number one celebrity yín tẹ́ máa wò ẹ̀yin olófo, ẹ̀yin olóṣì. Ṣé mo bẹ̀ yín kẹ́ wá wò mí ni? Ṣé mi look like ẹni tó ń wérò ni? Àwọn tó ń wò mí èèyàn ni wọ́n ń ṣèrò. Èèyàn wọ́n ń ṣèrò. The earlier you get out into your dumb skulls, the better for you. Let this be your first and the last time. Or else, my gbórúkọ ya ìdáde máa drag ẹ bí olórí burúkú ni. That is number one. Ẹ má bínú pé nú ń bí mi. Number two, I saw a lot of things going on online. Ayé padà bọ̀ ń bí tá ń lọ. Ẹ jẹ́ kí sáré sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ìyàwó Lande. Ìyàwó Lande, Biola Kogbai. Kí ló orúkọ ọmọ Biola yẹn? Èyí tó máa ń ṣe podcast lẹ́nu ọjọ́ mẹ́ta. What's her name? Èyí tó lóhùn ṣí. That one that opened, what's her name? Ẹ̀rọ mi létí ẹ̀, Biola tó lóhùn ṣe African shop ń sìn. Ẹ ti mọ̀, Biola tó máa ń ṣe podcast, Biola Bayo. Why is it that àwa obìnrin a kì í bu àṣírí ara wa ná? Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ọ̀rọ̀ wo ló tún kù lẹ́nu ìyàwó Lande tó fẹ́ sọ? Just because many of you want content. Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbà pé ìyàwó Lande dára sí mi, kò ní nǹkan tó ń pè ní tìjú. Ìjọ tó ń pín tìjú kò sí nílé. Biola Adebayo, why did you invite her to come and talk on your podcast? What are you trying to put out there? Ó sọ pé Lande mugbó, Lande ta tẹ́tẹ́, kí ló kàn wá? Ó sọ pé obìnrin ń ṣàgbèrè, obìnrin onínàbì, obìnrin ń sùn kiri, wọ́n fi truth and dare, wọ́n fi ń gba pátá lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀, wọ́n fi pizza buy one get one free. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ọ̀rọ̀ wo ló wà lẹ́nu ẹ̀ tí Biola wá ń gbé wá sí podcast tó wá ìṣẹ́ sọ pé Lande mugbó, Lande ta tẹ́tẹ́, ṣé yẹn là ń bẹ̀ sọ ni? Ṣé o mọ̀ pé ó mugbó kó tó fẹ́ ni? Biola eyín ọ̀ká. Ṣoríjọ́ tó ti gbéṣẹ̀ pẹ̀tẹ́rì Ìyábọ̀ Òjó wá sí program ẹ̀ ni mo ti mọ̀ pé your ways are not pure. Biola, why did you bring that girl yesterday? Because the comments were like, ṣé lórí burúkú lọmọ ẹni, ṣọmọ yóò ní tìjú ni. Tó bá tiẹ̀ sọ pé òun fẹ́ wá sọ̀rọ̀ lórí podcast ẹ̀, you should protect that girl. Enough of what we have seen for the past 2-3 days. She was now, you now brought her to come and justify herself. Everything she said on your podcast yesterday was nonsense. Nonsense. I don't want to know what Lande was doing. She would have seen the red flag. Sleep Lande tó ń ta tẹ́tẹ́, Lande tó ń mugbó, kò justify pé òun dóko kiri, kò justify pé wọ́n fi pizza buy one get one free, wọ́n fi gbogbo lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀, kò justify pé ẹ lọ ṣe truth and dare nílé ọkùnrin tí ò níyàwó. And just because many of these podcast idiots, they want money, they are concerned about their pockets. Ó wá gbé wá, ó wá wọṣọ ó wọ jàlámì olórí burúkú tó ń gba pátá nídìí ẹ̀ ó wá wọ jàlámì ó ń ṣe alihamdulilayi mo fi àwẹ̀ tí mo ń ṣe lọ mo fi búra abolórí burúkú ní ẹni ìwọ tó sọ pé we are not for land yẹn orí ẹ burú. The last time I checked only platform did I tell you I'm just Mohbad's blogger? I've been talking before Mohbad died and I will not stop talking. Orí ẹ burú ó ṣe tí kíkà bí pọ̀mọ́ tó máa tayó ṣé àǹtí ẹ̀gbọ́dọ̀ wàá múra tó fine báyìí kó wàá máa pariwo báyìí abẹ́gbọ́ ó ní we are not here for Mohbad ẹlẹ́rẹ̀gbẹ́ ó ṣe tí kíkà bí pọ̀mọ́ tó máa tayó oníranù. The last time I checked wọ́n ní what is on your mind lọ́sàn kan tó wà lórí mind ẹ̀ sórí platform ẹ̀ àbórí ẹ̀ burú ni ó ń sanwó fún mi ní tábàdẹ̀ wo bẹ́yẹn kò fún mi gift rí jàgbàjàgbàjàgbà ń tìsì àwọn olóṣì àwọn èèyàn ohun mi kí tí mo wá dress báyìí tí mo ń bínú lọ́sàn-án ẹ jẹ́ ká mú yẹn kó bí ọ́ lè yín ọ̀ká tó ṣe podcast tí ò gbé tó ta wòsíwòsí tí ò gbé bí ṣe láìkí ẹ tó ọjọ́ tó ti mú ṣẹ̀pẹ̀tẹ́rì tẹ́wá wà ní studio discuss personal life ṣẹ̀pẹ̀tẹ́rì ọ̀rọ̀ Lizzy Anjorin lẹ́ ń sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ mi ìgbèjà Lizzy Anjorin but when you are in your podcast stop gossiping about people talk about your private lives ẹ̀yin ọ̀ká ó wá gbéyàwó ìyàwó ṣọlá yìí tẹ́bàtẹ̀ ti quiet tẹ́ ti ṣojú bẹ́ẹ̀ náà nǹkan ẹ̀mọ́ máa dán mẹ́wàá wò alábòsí ni yín ó wá gbéyàwó làǹdẹ̀ wá ó ń justify ẹ̀ làǹdẹ̀ ń mugbó làǹdẹ̀ ń ta tẹ́tẹ́ ṣé ẹ̀ lọ́sọ̀jọ́ pé kó máa dókó kiri olóbùkún dára ẹ jẹ́ kí n tún wá sọ nǹkan kan fún yín. Marigold kí ló sì gbogbo yín gbé Marigold ṣe pé olórí burúkú ọ̀rẹ́ ni ná àmọ́ pé olórí burúkú ni Marigold bọ̀kẹ́tẹ̀ ń bú Marigold tẹ̀sán pé set ìyàwó làǹdẹ̀ up ṣọmọdé ní ìyàwó làǹdẹ̀ ni wọ́n dà lè fọ́ọ̀sì ẹṣin lọ sódò à lè fọ́ọ̀sì ẹ̀kọ́ mọ́dò ẹni tó kọ́ níkà tó ṣèkà ìka òun ṣe ni ìyàwó làǹdẹ̀ tó mú lọ sílé bàbá tí tó fi pátá tó fi tútọ̀ díẹ̀ tó fi gba pátá díẹ̀ ṣojú ọmọdé ni because olórí burúkú ni ẹ̀ ń bú Marigold ẹ̀jẹ̀ ń sọ́pọ̀tì àṣàna apààyàn tá rí dà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ tá rẹ́jẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ṣe rí pé ẹ̀ ní common sense Marigold did nothing ó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ dáadáa láàrin ọ̀rẹ́ ó kàn the only nǹkan tí mo ṣe dislike Marigold ni pé ó ń ṣe mí òun gbà mí ó bá má ti mú lọ síbẹ̀ jẹ́ kó fẹ́ ṣe àrùn ẹ̀rìn lọ kó wá fẹjọ́ ẹ̀sùn làǹdẹ̀ ìwọ ló múlẹ̀ ìwọ ló tún kó bá tó bá tiẹ̀ wá mú olórí burúkú ọmọ dára yẹn lọ ṣé wọ́n sọ pé wọ́n fi fọ́ọ̀sì gba pátánì ẹ̀ ni ṣé wọ́n fọ́ọ̀sì ẹ̀ gba pátánì ẹ̀ ni tẹ wá fi dára lẹ̀ tẹ wá ń bú góòdì mẹ́pẹ́ ẹ̀ encourage ẹ̀ ń sọ fún àwọn míì tó ń ṣe pé kọ́ máa ṣe lọ àwọn èèyàn á máa support wọn lọ́jọ́ iwájú mẹ́pẹ́ nǹkan tẹ̀ ń sọ nìyẹn ẹ jẹ́ ká respect ara wa ibi tá a bá dé ìkàfilẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ Dara is an adult she consented to sitting on Babatis Ekpon. She was not forced. So please spare me your fuckeries and spare me your sentiments and hypocrisy. And your lofo. That is another thing. Ẹ jẹ́ ká mú yẹn sẹ́gbẹ̀. Àṣàkẹ́ ṣàkàṣàkà. Ìwọ tó ní calm down, stop screaming yẹn. Ó jẹ́ kí n gbé ẹ ṣépè ní ṣùgbọ́n jẹ́ n fi ẹ́ lẹ̀. Now, òyìnbó yìí pọ̀ tí mo ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ òyìnbó. Ẹ bá mi pàṣàkẹ́. I saw a lot of things going on online. Ẹ má bínú. Mo ń sọ̀rọ̀. Nuisance yẹn sọ pé leave Dara talker. Àbí wọ́n náà ti dó Dara ni. Ẹ̀yin olórí burúkú. Leave Dara talk about Tasha, talk about Mohbad. Orí yín burú. Ṣé bó ti máa sọ̀rọ̀ mi kí n tó mọ Mohbad ni? Orí yín burú láyé yín. Tí nǹkan tí mo bá sọ bá ẹ tẹ́ lọ́rùn. F off. Orí ẹ burú. Ó bá mi sanwó dátà ni. Àwọn olóṣì bàbá ní kọ́dẹ̀ fún one gift náà. Àwọn lè máa rí tán máa kúrò ńbẹ̀. Àwọn ló máa ní kó máa dáwó ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì. Tán bá ti dàgbà kó máa dáwó máa bọ́ta ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì ni. Àwọn yàmà. Orí yín burú. Àbọ̀ sọ fún ẹ pé owó ẹ̀ ni mo fi ń look classy and expensive báyìí. Wọ́n sọ fún ẹ pé owó yìí mo fi ń raṣọ ni. Wọ́n tí ò bá tẹ́lẹ̀ ń kó F off. Ẹ bá mi pàṣàkẹ́. Àṣàkẹ́. Mo rí gbogbo nǹkan tó ń lọ lórí. I saw everything that is going on social media regarding Àṣàkẹ́'s father. I don't have anything to say about that. Do you know what? Do you know why? Many of you that condemns people on social media, iná ń jó yín lábẹ́. Am I communicating? Many of you that are condemning Àṣàkẹ́, many of you are living with your parents right now. You are not even looking after them. You don't know how they've survived. We have many people living in the diaspora. Their parents are still alive. But to feed their parents back home, it is difficult for them. They too will come online to condemn Àṣàkẹ́. Am I communicating? Can you let Àṣàkẹ́ breathe? Àṣàkẹ́ has his reason for doing what he did. But having said that, I'm going to use my platform to plead to Àṣàkẹ́. Àṣàkẹ́, Bíbélì jẹ́ kó yé mi mọ̀ bí Kùránì sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ṣùgbọ́n Bíbélì mi jẹ́ kó yé mi pé ẹ má jẹ́ ká jẹ́ kí àwọn òbí wa ti ara wọn dẹ́ṣẹ̀. Am I communicating? Ẹ má bínú mi lè sọ yẹn ní òyìnbó. Wọ́n ní ká má jẹ́ kí àwọn òbí wa ti ara wa ká má ti ara àwọn òbí wa dẹ́ṣẹ̀. Àṣàkẹ́, Ọlọ́run ti gbà fún ẹ. God have accepted for you. Ọlọ́run ti gbà fún ẹ, Àṣàkẹ́. I know we have some father. Let's say it like this. Kẹ́ máa kó owó fáwọn bàbá yẹn látàárọ̀ dọ̀la. Tó bá fowó ta tẹ́tẹ́, wọ́n á fi kóbìnrin jọ, wọ́n máa dóbìnrin. Wọ́n ò ní ṣe the needful. I don't know Àṣàkẹ́'s father, but that might be Àṣàkẹ́'s father. Because Àṣàkẹ́ replied you yesterday, all of you that are dragging Àṣàkẹ́. That was the number one mistake Àṣàkẹ́ made. He should have just ignored all of them. But he came out and he sang a song. And then tó bá ní làákàyè, á rí pé Àṣàkẹ́ ti tọ́jú bàbá yẹn. But for one reason or the other, which I am not there, Àṣàkẹ́ will not make it that far and he abandoned his father. I don't want to care if your father was there. I don't want to care if your father was not there. But if I get to feel ojú báyìí wò, ẹ sọ pé Àṣàkẹ́ ìyá ẹ̀ nìkan ló ń tọ́jú. Tó bá yẹ pé ìyá Àṣàkẹ́ ti lọ ṣògùn bí ìyá Mohbad ńkọ́. 10 years I no see mommy. 10 years ṣé kò bójú lásán ni. I don't know Àṣàkẹ́, but I saw people's updates that Àṣàkẹ́'s father took proper care of him. So why will Àṣàkẹ́ abandon his father and be taking care of his mother that was not there? Àwọn ìyá yìí máa ń ṣògùn. Àwọn ìyá tó ti lọ bí olórí burúkú bí ìyá Mohbad, oníkaba children. What if tó bá jẹ́ pé ìyá Àṣàkẹ́ ṣògùn s'Àṣàkẹ́ ńkọ́ ipe kó má tọ́jú bàbá ẹ̀? Ṣé láwọn olórí burúkú ìyá tó ti lọ yẹn tó bá máa fi padà wá sínú ayé wọn, ọmọ wọn togun ni. So please, don't let us blame Àṣàkẹ́. Rather, let's talk to him. Àṣàkẹ́, mo pa láṣẹ ni mo dá lábàá. As your sister, Ahmed, mo pa láṣẹ ni mo dá lábàá. I don't want to know what your daddy has done for you in the past. Your father will always be your father. He bettered you. Sometimes there is a reason for what is happening in our lives. No matter what your parents have done for you, please, I'm not talking to only Àṣàkẹ́ alone today. I'm talking to everybody that has a very tight heart regarding what their father or their mother had done to them in the past. Àṣàkẹ́, bí yèyé ìkàtẹ̀ of ìkàtẹ̀ land tí mo jẹ́, Àṣàkẹ́, mo pa láṣẹ ni mo dá lábàá, Àṣàkẹ́. Do the needful, Àṣàkẹ́. Yèyé ìkàtẹ̀ ló ń bẹ sọ̀rọ̀. Do the needful, Àṣàkẹ́. Even if your father or your mother is an absentee father, ìdájọ́ wọn ò sí lọ́wọ́ ẹ, Àṣàkẹ́. I plead to you in the mighty name of God, Àṣàkẹ́, John torí Ọlọ́run. No matter what you have given your father, give him. Ọlọ́run ti gbé ẹ débi kan, Àṣàkẹ́, o lè jábọ́ mọ́. Ẹni tó bá ní kó jábọ́, you will use them as a stepping stone to get to your promised land, which you have been getting to. Loli. Ẹ jẹ́ n brush irun mi. I've always told told you, ẹ bá mi pé olórí burúkú Ashana ẹni kó bọ́ sẹ́gbẹ́ kan òun ni ọ̀rọ̀ náà máa kàn very soon. I've always told you people, whenever you see all these musicians singing about something, there's a reason for their song. Lonely, 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 low okay, lonely at the top. Money, 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 money on my mind. There's one particular. Go call me, come. No. Oh, now make it for me. Oh, no, la de man, bomola. But I call the edition. If you want to let them come on, the dog. Want to get a shake, let it know. Àṣàkẹ́ mo pa láṣẹ ni Ahmed mo pa láṣẹ ni mo dá lábà pẹ̀lú ọkọ mi John torí Ọlọ́run mo fẹ́ mọ̀ nǹkan tí daddy lè ṣe fún ẹ mi fẹ́ mọ̀ nǹkan tí bàbá Ahmed lè ṣe fún ẹ ìwọ ṣe tiẹ̀ fọ́lọ́run Àṣàkẹ́ gbàkúnlẹ̀ mi àbúrò mi jọ ó fẹ́ gba bàbá wa sí wọn àwọn bàbá yẹn sí wa lọ́wọ́ àmọ́ pé àwọn bàbá yẹn máa ń ṣàṣemáṣe àmọ́ pé máa ń ṣàṣemáṣe but we are not àwa kọ́ la máa dájọ́ yẹn àbí kò yé yín Àṣàkẹ́ please you might not see this but please no matter what your father had done to you I plead to you nínú àwẹ̀ tá wà yìí Àṣàkẹ́ because I know you are a Muslim you are Ahmed lórúkọ ẹ Àṣàkẹ́ I know you are a Muslim please bá jẹ́ kí àwọn ọ̀pọ̀lọ́ tí ò ní tọ́ lẹ́nu kọ́ máa ṣẹ́gìrì sí ẹ lára olórí burúkú ni wọ́n lè fún wàrà ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n lè dá wàrà nù kọ́ fọ́gbà wàrà mélòó náà àwọn tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn aláyé bàjẹ́ wọn bàbá wọn wà nù ilé wọn fún ló jẹjẹ ìyà ló fi ń jẹ bàbá wọn mọ́nú ilé Àṣàkẹ́ mo pa láṣẹ ni mo dá lábàá kọ̀nsánì pé yèyé ìkàtẹ̀ ọ̀fìkàtẹ̀ láǹdì ló ń bẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ yèyé ọ̀tún ọ̀fọ̀ Elégùṣì òun ló ń bẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ Àṣàkẹ́ mo bẹ̀ ni Àṣàkẹ́ gbà jọ mọ́ mi jọ dáríjì bàbá ẹ you don't need to get close to him if you think what he's doing is you cannot tolerate it I'm not forcing you but please má jẹ́ káyé rí tiẹ̀ sọ wọn fi gba àwọn bàbá wa sí wa lọ́wọ́ I don't want to know what he did to you in the past kò bá fi àjẹ́ kò bá abandon ẹ thank God àtorí nǹkan ṣe nǹkan lọ́lọ́run bí àkóbá lè débi ṣe ló gbọ́ ẹ̀gan lọ́lọ́run ṣe jẹ́ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ Àṣàkẹ́ please I'm pleading to you accept your father do the needful please I heard he has a stroke Àṣàkẹ́ please you don't need to please forgive him please the fact pé òun ló ṣọlọ́kọ ẹ̀ wá sáyé I don't want to know what I don't know wanna know Ana machine Àṣàkẹ́ àti sọ yẹn bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ó ṣe Àṣàkẹ́ ó ṣe ọkọ mi Ọlọ́run á dúró tì Ọlọ́run á pọ́n ilé aṣọ yẹ ò ní fàya you will never be lonely at the top lágbára Ọlọ́run ó ṣe ọkọ mi thank you very much Àṣàkẹ́ I love you go and read Dayo Amusa is the only sensible person I saw her update regarding Àṣàkẹ́ yeah she made a good valid point there but having said that Àṣàkẹ́ please forgive your father please àwọn bàbá wa náà lọ́yìn mama jẹ́ nobody can replace his place I know people are replaceable but not our parents Àṣàkẹ́ please sort your father out thank you so much God bless you so àwọn nǹkan tá a rí nìyẹn olórí burúkú alápatà ṣẹlẹ̀ ṣẹ́rí bàbá alápatà ṣẹlẹ̀ yẹn mo yín bọ̀ lọ́rọ̀ tí o ẹ̀yin àgbà ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹ̀ ṣe ẹ̀wà báwa ṣe kó tọ́ ẹ̀yin àgbà ìjọ mímọ́ o ẹ̀ ṣe kó dára wọ́n ní bàbá ṣẹlẹ̀ kan ó pààyàn sí pẹpẹ ó faṣọ pẹpẹ wé mo ń bọ̀ wá bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣẹ́jọ́ ẹ̀wà ni ẹjọ́ àwọn àgbà ṣẹlẹ̀ oníjẹkújẹ onídòkúdò àwọn àgbàyà àwọn tí oyè ò tọ́ sí àwọn tí ò jẹ́ kẹ́ fún ní sátífíkẹ́tì kan lọ fi sí ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì ẹ fún wọn sátífíkẹ́tì wọ́n wá sí ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì tán wọ́n á máa pààyàn nǹkan tí máa ṣe fún gbogbo yín mo ń bọ̀ ni àṣàbí Ìbàdàn àbí kí ló ń pè yẹn èyí ẹlẹ́kẹ̀ pọ̀fupọ̀fù bí ẹlẹ́kẹ̀ ẹgò yẹn kí lórúkọ èyí tó wà lórí íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì yẹn ẹ bá mi confam wọ́n náà ọmọ tó sọ pé kán bóun wá ń jọ yẹn wọ́n ní ó arrest ọmọ yẹn ẹ bá mi confirm kí n tó mọ irú show tí mo fẹ́ wá ṣe fún èní ò ń ṣe jọ́ tiẹ̀ ẹ bá ọmọ tó sọ pé wọ́n ń ta kayamata wọ́n fi ń di ọkọ mọ́lẹ̀ yẹn ṣé lóòótọ́ ló arrest ọmọ yẹn ẹ bá mi confirm Àṣàbí ọlọ́ṣẹ okay ó arrest ọmọ yẹn show tiẹ̀ di Monday show arrest ọmọ yẹn show ẹ̀ di Monday ẹni tó wà lẹ́yìn àrò ẹ̀ tó ń lùlù yẹn á sọ fún mi Monday wọ́n ní tí lù bá ń dúndùn ládùnjù ó ṣetán láti bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Àṣàbí ọlọ́ṣẹ go and take your time I'm not gonna say more than that Àṣàbí ọlọ́ṣẹ ìlú ẹ̀ ń dúndùn ládùnjù I'm not gonna say more than that Àṣàbí ọlọ́ṣẹ and when I come online to warn somebody ẹ lọ kọ sílẹ̀ I will still come back to talk about that person Àṣàbí ọlọ́ṣẹ I'm not gonna say a lot. Yeah, ẹ jẹ́ ká pè Mommy Rich Grace. Come wá fún wa ní update. Then we go straight into what we are gonna do today. Ẹ bá mi pé Ìyábọ̀ Òjó lórí burúkú. Àwáyé má ṣe rere. Má ka nǹkan tí nọ́ọ̀sì sọ ní. I'm gonna read what the nurse said at the corona yesterday. I'll go the CTC. I'm gonna read it. Ìyábọ̀ Òjó mo fi full chest mi porúkọ ẹ̀. Àpọ́nlé ní ṣẹpẹtẹ́rì. Ìyábọ̀ Òjó ní Ìyábọ̀ Òjó ń jẹ́ ìkànnì ẹ̀. Mo rí interview tó ṣe pẹ̀lú ṣe wọn ọlọ́kẹ̀tún yìí tó jẹ́ pé ó ti kékeré parí àárín lórí ẹ̀ irun ẹ̀ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹ wá jọ ń tanra yín Ìyábọ̀ ta ló gúnyán fún ẹ tó ní tọbi òṣòro náà ta ló ń tàn ẹ náà I'm gonna play the interview and analyze it ṣàkí ń ṣe bí ọ̀rá ó ṣàyà gbígbẹ́ ó dàbí vulture olórí burúkú ọmọ mo òfò kí ni Naira Marley ṣe fún ẹ ṣé domi mo òdo ẹ ó ṣe wá di pa fẹ́ pa ni nǹkan tó mọ ẹ tó jẹ́ pé nǹkan báyìí ṣẹlẹ̀ sí Naira Marley báwo la ṣe fẹ́ trust nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà gan ìkànnì ẹ if you don't is either your way or kò bá tèèyàn jẹ́ mò ń bọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ ẹ mo ti dé ẹ jẹ́ ká pé Mommy Rich Grace olórí burúkú abájọ tó gbẹ̀yìn ayé ẹ̀ sọ́dọ̀ bàbá jẹ́gẹ́jẹ́gẹ́ ẹni tó jẹ́ pé kò lè kán lẹ̀ dò bó kọwọ́ bọ̀gọ́ àdàbí pé gbàtọ́ tíyàn ń já ewé lórí ilẹ̀ ni abájọ you are never satisfied ẹni tí ò láyọ̀ tó ń wá bó ṣe máa bá yọ àwọn èèyàn jẹ́ olórí burúkú ọmọ játijàti aláwìn mo ń bọ̀ ẹ jẹ́ kí n pe Mommy Rich Grace Mommy Rich Grace òyìnbó ní kẹ́ bá mi fi bàtà wó lulẹ̀ lẹ́sàn jẹ́ tẹ́ bá ṣe ń sọ òyìnbó ní kẹ́ ṣe máa mo ń bọ̀ ẹ ṣáà ní sùúrù Mommy Rich Grace dàn bíbà ẹ jẹ́ ń lọ pé wọ́n òyìnbó ní kẹ́ bá fi bàtà wọn tàwọn olùlẹ̀ nation jẹ́ àtàwọn dáwókù nation. Hello, Mommy Rich Grace.
Yes.
Good afternoon, ma.
Hello. Good afternoon, sweet pigeon.
Yes, ma. Ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́, ma. How are you, ma?
I'm good.
I'm sorry to disturb you.
Yes.
Yeah. You are the only one I trust. Ṣé gbogbo àwọn olórí burúkú olùlẹ̀ nation, dáwókù nation yẹn tó ní representative tó bá yọ kúrò wọn á fi kún. You will not deduct and you will not add to it. You will say it. You will give it to us the way it happened in the court. Yeah? Ṣé ń gbọ́ mọ́ mi?
Yes, please.
So my calling you this afternoon is just to plead to you, please, ma'am. Many of us were not on your platform yesterday. We want you to narrate what happened at the corona inquest for us yesterday, please, ma'am. I'm streaming you on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Yeah? Now,
Okay.
now, so that everybody can hear from the horse's mouth, because you were there live and direct. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
So when you speak to us in English, please, can you communicate as well in Yoruba for the benefit of Olule Nation and Dawoku Nation so that they can understand better? Yeah? Okay,
yes.
Thank you. Yes, I'm on TikTok, on my real page. Oh, yeah, mommy.
Okay.
Yeah, we are listening, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much. And good evening, everyone. Good evening, BJ, once again. We had the usual precedent. You know, now we can call it usual because the Corona Inquest Court had resumed. And so it was adjourned from the previous date of 28th February to 14th March 2025. And so the time the magistrate came in and the whole proceeding started was 11:20 a.m. 11:20 a.m. with all representations that I do not want to begin to call. We have the representation. I'm talking about lawyers now. Dr. Wahab Shitu for the Alobas family. We have other lawyers too. We have Kabir Akigolu himself for Cynthia, as well as we have lawyers for Sam Larry, Naira Marley, the nurse, and all of that. They were there. So the business started. You know, there were, I think, early, the nurse's lawyer gave an application, the testament of the nurse, because we got to know that later. But the DPP refused, that they cannot be served in the court. And Dr. Shitu was so furious. He had to face the DPP that they actually are the state, and that where the matter are delayed or had been compromised on can be ascribed to the state. Now, why are they coming on strongly, opposing every step that they are taking to ensure that this whole affair commences? Eventually, she took it. Her name is Oshibanjo. Oshibanjo OO is assistant director of the DPP. Because Dr. Shitu, as well as others, said they were served right in the court and they had to go through it. So eventually we knew that it was the written testament of the nurse. So the nurse actually came to the coroner inquest for the first time. We saw her. And let me tell you that there were many presence of police. And I think that was basically for the protection of the witnesses, like it was requested. I'd like to point out before I move on that Sam Larry's lawyer actually came for Naira Marley, but he made a mention of Sam Larry that also is representing him, that they had requested for a virtual attendance. So the magistrate was like, no, that can no longer be granted because the people who were supposed to come for the witness, as a witness, Sam Larry as well as Naira Marley, they are in Nigeria. They are still in the jurisdiction of the court. So they are not going to grant a virtual attendance, but they will have to come to the coroner inquest court. So the lawyer was like, no, they have to think about safety. And the magistrate maintained that there are presence of police officers if there is any need for protecting the witnesses. So I think they left that aside and they moved on, calling on Feishayo. Her name is Feishayo Ogedengbe, not Feishara. So she says she lives in Harmony Estate, Aja, and that the signed and written petition is by her own statement as per what transpired when she visited, when she was called to attend to Mohbad, and that it should be adopted as her evidence. So when she was called to the witness box, our lawyer said she should explain, but the other lawyers present objected because already there's a written statement. And so they said they should go ahead to cross-examine instead of her recounting the story again. And they all agreed. The magistrate insisted that she did not want to object to them or interject them in any way because she doesn't want any accusation by anybody that she was compromised or so. Then Dr. Shitu started the cross-examination. I will just summarize it because of time. He began to ask her, you are so man, that you should confirm to the court how you met Mohbad. Is he alive or dead? And she said, I met him alive. Okay. Who brought you in? How did you get there? She said initially she was contacted on the 11th of September by, in a chat by Spending that come over to come and treat my friend. But the one that was actually talking to her was Ayobami, DJ Bami. Okay, because she mentioned Ayobami. So when she requested to see what she was actually coming over for, but no picture was sent until like about 5 minutes to when she got to Mohbad's house. So she was welcomed by Ayobami, who took her upstairs where Mohbad was. And so on further cross-examination, she was asked, what's the state of Mohbad? She said Mohbad was weak, assisted by DJ Bami to work. So she gave tetanus injection. 10 minutes later, she gave paracetamol. It was at the in between the administration of those injections that there was a reaction. And Mohbad requested that he wanted to go and vomit. The nurse said by her own testament, at the one that she has written, that Mohbad was actually communicating with her. Are you the nurse from Spending? What injection are you giving me? And she was answering. And so when Mohbad said he wanted to vomit, herself as well as Wunmi took him to the restroom where he vomited and came back to sit on the floor. So when she wanted to administer another injection, if I got that place right, she said she had fixed it in as she was pressing it on, she discovered that there was goosebump on Mohbad and she withdrew the injection. Knowing that that was a reaction, she immediately pointed it to the people that were there. There were only 4. Herself, DJ Bami, Mohbad, as well as Wunmi. Wunmi was in with her all the while. Am I still audible, please?
You are still audible. Can I quickly come in, ma? I
Yes,
remember
please.
the first time the nurse, what the policeman that gave us the explanation of what the nurse said, if I'm not mistaken, the police said then the year Mohbad died, they said they found 6 syringe on the floor when they got to Mohbad's house.
Yes.
And I remember the nurse stated that it was Wunmi that pulled the syringe to support Mufong. I remember I made a show then and I said, as a nurse, I remember I used myself here as an example. But even if somebody bring out tablets and give it to you to administer, because you are not the one that is administering, that brought out that tablet, you should not administer it. And I made a video then and said, why will Wunmi give you a syringe to inject Mohbad without questioning what is in the syringe? So if she's now telling the court that she drew that thing and she gave it, that is a big lie. Because she said it in the past. Continue, ma. Sorry, ma.
Okay, no problem. Thank you. You know, like I said, when I came back from the corona yesterday, I said there were many puzzles, but we will get there. Because Dr. Wahab Shitu went on to many explanations, bringing out facts that, okay, you came in. That's why I said because of time, I will not be able to do all of that. Because he was asking, did you carry out a diagnosis to know this, to know that, what to administer? And do you know that there are side effects to everything that you have administered? She said that normally, even while, because her qualification is just ordinary, O levels, that is your SS3, the regular SS3, and that she had a training at one cornerstone hospital. That's what she said. How long have you been working? How long was the training? She said 3 years. And how long did you work? She said only 1 year at an hospital. Now, I just digressed into that because we have to merge it in. Dr. Shitu asked so many things and pointed out the side effects of all the injection that she administered. She maintained that during her training, if she was told that there was a wound, definitely, or they were to attend to a wound, what she would administer is tetanus injection, the paracetamol, and I think she mentioned another one, which I do not remember. It was when there was a reaction that she said she ran out with DJ Bami to go and buy a hydrocort injection so that she can calm Mohbad's allergy. That was the reason why I think the third one was mentioned.
And what, sorry, ma, what was the allergy, ma? I'm still going to read the CTC because I think I saw it somewhere. Okay. What is the allergy, ma?
The allergy she noticed was that there was a goosebump on him, on Mohbad. And she pointed it out immediately that what brought about that reaction. And she said the people there answered and said, that's how he reacts if he gets an injection. And that they should pour water. So they poured water. She didn't mention, we just said they poured water on Mohbad. She mentioned that. So it was when she saw that reaction that said she ran for a hydrocort injection. That she went to buy hydrocort injection together with DJ Bami. And so at that point she was asked, you were not there. She still insisted that they were four. Herself, DJ Bami, Mohbad, and Wumi. And both of them, DJ Bami and Wumi, the nurse went out. They got to the first pharmacy. They didn't get the hydrocort. They were on their way to the second when a call came through to DJ Bami that Mohbad was convulsing. And so at that point, she said she advised that they should take Mohbad to the hospital. By the time they were going back home, already Mohbad was brought out. And I remember that at that point, Barrister Aromolaro as well as Barrister Kolawole. Kolawole is a female, Abiodun Kolawole. Aromolaro is the NPA Ikorodu chapter lawyer. They both asked that, how was Mohbad carried? Assisted by two or carried like a baby? She said, carried like a baby to the back of the car. Where you, as a nurse, where were you sitting? She said, in the front. Who are the people that are sitting at the back? She said she did not know. Okay, what happened on the way to the hospital? She maintained that there was heavy presence of traffic, that at some point they had to get down and put Mohbad on the bike.
Now, so that is where I have a problem with them. So, at what point was Mohbad dead? Because the hospital said Mohbad was brought in dead. And Iyabo Ojo said Mohbad was already dead in the house. Inu ile ni Mohbad kú sí. So, in cutting, what the nurse was saying there, that Mohbad was put in the car and later put on the bike. How can you put a weak person, according to them, on the bike? That is not possible. Alright, Daft said it, that the first time Alright, Daft sent a voice note to Ekpagboyimeka and said that irọ́ lọmọ yẹn ń pa. Wọ́n gbéyàn kọ́kọ́ sórí ọ̀kadà. Irọ́ ni ọmọ yẹn ń pa. So that story, the nurse is saying there was traffic, they put him on Okada. Make it make sense. I better get, mommy.
Yes, definitely.
Hey, Joma, she won't buy a bere lọ́wọ́ wọn pé at what point ni Mohbad kú? She lórí Okada ni? She nínú ilé ni? Because Koto hospital and mommy, it was the first hospital. First hospital ló ti confirm Mohbad pé ó ti kú. Mommy ẹ bá sọ lẹ má bínú ma. Ẹ má bínú ma.
No problem.
So mommy, nǹkan tí mo béèrè lọ́wọ́ yín ni pé did anybody ask the nurse pé ìgbà wo gan ni Mohbad kú? Ṣó bí wọ́n?
Well, yes, I'm about to get to that point because
okay, ma.
The public, we have a public presence in the court.
Okay.
The magistrate gave them room to ask questions, and one of the people seated asked that, at what point did he die? The nurse said he did not. She did not know. She did not know. Because I don't want to jump it. I want to say, because we'll still get there, that they stated a duty to her as a nurse. Because I remember the barrister, the one from the Aromolaro, said that the nursing midwife of Nigeria had pronounced you unqualified as an auxiliary nurse. Are you an auxiliary nurse? Initially, she said yes. But when that point was made to her, she said no. As at now, I am not an auxiliary nurse. Now, they now began to, the cross-examination continued, and they were asking her, between the first stage that you came in, met a weak Mohbad, and when your treatment was administered, at what point do you, between those two states, which one do you think caused his death? She did not answer. Then, in the course of the cross-examination, Barrister Shitu told that with all of this reaction and no diagnosis and no qualification for you to have actually attended to Mohbad, you killed Mohbad. You know the way Barrister Shitu said it. Even everybody in the court shook. And she said, no, I did not kill Mohbad. Then who killed Mohbad? She answered, his wife.
Eh?
Yes. I was there, ma.
So, Barrister Shitu ever what to summer?
You know, when Barrister Shitu said that without diagnosis, you should know this is the reaction of this injection that you have given, this one that you have taken, you have done this without a diagnosis, you have attended to him given this, then you killed Mohbad. You know the voice of Dr. Shitu. He shook the entire court. You killed Mohbad. And she said, no, I did not kill Mohbad. Then, who then killed Mohbad? He said his wife. She said his wife. Who would you blame for his death?
And mommy, what was the reason for saying his wife killed him, man? Did she give any reason?
Because, you know, after stating all the fact that they poured water, because paragraph 28, yes, I got there, that the wife then took him to the bedroom and poured water on him. He said, do you know when you pour, okay, Dr. Shitu said, do you know when you pour water repeatedly, it can cause physical effects? She said, yes, because she has to answer a yes or no. Now, I think it was based on that that point, that it was the wife that poured water that made her to say, well, it is not by my own treatment, because I know what I administer. What I administer is for a regular wound, that she even mentioned that if she knew that it was that minute cut, she would not come to treat Mohbad. She said so. So it meant that, because she said they told her that there was a glass splinter, but before she came, DJ Bami informed her that the previous day, the glass splinter had been taken out of the wound. Although she met the wound swollen, according to her, and that what she knew that she ought to give by her training is that tetanus injection as well as paracetamol. The third one was the hydrocort, and she did not tell her because already Mohbad was being carried out like a baby into the car. But she confirmed that it was at the first hospital that it was mentioned that Mohbad had died. And she was called by the doctor. She explained because they asked her.
Okay, mommy, please, ma, quick one. The nurse said she was in the car when they were taking Mohbad to the hospital. So did she come down from the car? So she come down to the hospital. They
were there together till 10. They took the body to the first hospital, she was there. To the second hospital, she was there. They brought the body back home, and she was still there with them till 10 in the night. They were together.
Go on, ma.
They were together there.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. So now, long story short, because at least she was able to say that it was Mohbad's wife that actually killed him. That was what was put to her. Who do you now think? She said, who do you blame for Mohbad's death? She said, his wife. So other lawyers were coming on, and then I remember Kabir Adegolu coming to question the pouring water. That, okay, you are the nurse in charge. When you have a patient that you have to attend to, why would you allow someone else to take it over from you? And the nurse was like, the person that was actually pouring the water is his wife. And because she had mentioned that is the usual reaction, and they have to pour water to douse the effects. That was what she answered. So the Dr. Shitu came to time when were you called? She said, on what day was she called? She said 11th September. And when did you arrive? She said on Tuesday by 2:30 p.m. How many hours altogether? Is it 24 hours? She said like 22 hours that she arrived on the 12th of September. So they were referring to other paragraphs. That barrister Olomonaro asked her that when you said you were there till 10 p.m., at what point did you see Mr. Joseph Oluwaban and Mr. Alova? She said, who? Mohbad's father. Because the barrister Olomonaro said Mohbad's father. They not said, I didn't see him. I didn't communicate with him.
So did not say she did not see Baba Mohbad?
Yes, she said so. That if there was any image or perception of Baba Mohbad, she saw it on the social media, and this is the first time. Meaning, she referred to the coroner inquest court. That the first time she's seeing him physically is at the coroner court. She mentioned that. So at least she was able to clear that.
So why was this girl comfortably saying on all TV station saying Baba ló ní kó máa lọ? Ah, Wunmi, o de bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run. Gbogbo ìpọ́njú tí ojú Baba Mohbad rí, ojú á rí. Lórúkọ Jésù, you are evil. Me ní spear. I swear with my living God. Ashana, me ní spear. Ẹ má sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́mọ.
So, okay. After that, after confirmation of that time, and after confirmation of Aromola, that the nurse and Baba Mohbad has not met, she mentioned again. Somebody asked her, was Adura in the car? She said no. That's another puzzle.
So Adura was not in the car?
That was what she said. Where did you meet Adura? She said at the hospital. That's kind of puzzling. My own take is, if it is not scripted, and if she's telling her truth, then there's still a vacuum of the 11th of September 2023.
Exactly.
I think we will get there by the findings of the coroner court, because it is made to find out facts. We will get there. What other thing? Other people, the public were asking questions like someone saying, was the wound fresh? Because you're a doctor, you should be, you're a nurse.
But mommy,
yeah.
Remember when Adura was saying, when they were showing us Mohbad is dead, Adura was in the car?
That was what people said.
Adura was in the car. So why is they not saying Adura was not in the car?
I think they want to play, they are still playing their, because when I got back from the corona, I remember saying that if Feyishayo Ogedengbe thinks that our own case could be like a Bobrisky, where our godfather will be like, we will make you escape. Mohbad's case is different.
It's different. Ó ṣe jẹ́ kọ́mọ̀ pé tí Mohbad yàtọ̀ sí gbogbo àwọn tó ti ń pàjẹ́.
It's different.
So, mommy, what is the reason for her lying that Adura was not in the car?
I don't know.
And remember, ma, Ashana said it was Adura that was pouring water on Mohbad. So it was Wunmi that was pouring water on Mohbad.
Yes, she said that it was Wunmi, and that was the reason why she was able to say, whoever to be blamed for Mohbad's death is Wunmi. She said the wife. Yes, at least she made that one clear at the coroner court. And she made many other facts clear, because she did not mention Cotonou. She mentioned that she was at mile 2. Mile 2 to Ajah is how many?
She said she was at mile 2. So she's not the Cotonou lady. But so they told us she was in Cotonou.
She mentioned by her own testament that she was at mile 2. Mile 2, at least if you know Lagos, you know mile 2 to wherever. But she did not come on that day. She came the next day, which was as she arrived the house by 2:30.
Mommy, if you remember, I've said this in the first time.
Yes.
I think the first nurse that carried out most of that Ishe was Mohbad's nurse. But they are trying to take our I said the nurse, you know, Wunmi is always saying it that nurse Meji Lowa. So who is the second nurse? Because even Wunmi said it on the TV station. She said there's another nurse. Ikpe nurse Meji Lowa treats Mohbad.
But there was a nurse that stayed with them throughout the night.
God bless you. So the nurse that stayed with them was Mohbad's nurse. I can categorically say that. Because can you all see that they tried to exonerate Mohbad's nurse? Nobody is talking about her. They took her out of that picture. And they made us to believe that the second nurse, which was Feishara, was in Kutonu. And now, Feishara stated at the court that she was in mile 12, mile 2.
Mile two. That she was at mile 2 when she saw the chart of spending. And they asked her as well. Because all of these people, at least we have had testament of spending. I don't know where's that come on this matter, even Darusha. But she said,
Mommy, somebody said something that, remember the nurse said she does not know Mohbad. So, it's probably the nurse treated Adura as Mohbad.
it's possible.
Maybe she treated Adura as Mohbad. What if Paris Mohbad because the nurse said she does not know who Mohbad was. So probably what he said Adura help go pretend like Mohbad. Not see that Fulabere.
That area, it will take a lot of you to. When I say a lot of you, like I said, I may not be a best analyst on this matter, but it will take a lot of you, including the critical thinkers, someone like you, as well as every other person that are vast in analysis, to sit down. I would have taken it as such, but the nurse said he was carried in like a baby and was brought out because there was every presence of traffic onto a bike. So all the while, did she not know that the person that she treated initially had been interchanged, or let's say interposed, if that is the language, as someone else? Would she not know? So maybe in the course of them, because she mentioned another room, which we didn't, the people that were examining her did not give that detailed attention to. What happened in another room? She mentioned, I think in her testament, she mentioned there was another room. Because she also mentioned that in the room where Mohbad was, there was water. And one of the counsel asked, was it raining on that day? She said yes. Is the house leaking? She said no.
Mommy, please hold on, ma. Mommy, please hold on, ma. I'm trying to see something.
Okay.
Ashana said in an interview that Baba said the nurse should go. The nurse left. Abi? Now, at what point? And the nurse is saying that she followed them to the hospital. So, who is lying here? Is it the nurse? Ashana said, Baba ni ki nurse ma lo, nurse lo lẹ́yìn tó pa ọkọ òun. And the nurse is saying now that she followed them to the hospital. So, who is lying here? Oh my God. I need the publicist. Mr. Wahab. Mr. Wahab Okinwowa. So definitely, she no told the nurse that the hospital. Abi?
She was there at the first and second hospital.
So why it won't be so for public pé Baba nurse ti lọ kí Baba.
Even by the testament, I think in the they may not have said it out. They said she wrote that the lawyer, Mohbad's lawyer, maybe there was a lawyer for her as well, that they went to the police station. I think we should try and get our own written testament so that we can have an.
I have it, mommy. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Complete what you are saying. I will go to that and read that. My Lord,
So having done all of that, she said there was water. What brought about the presence of water? Was it that water was initially poured? Was it that there was mopping of something? Or so someone asked. And she said she did not know. But she remembered that it was raining. But it wasn't raining while she was treating Mohbad. And the house was not leaking either. She wasn't. But the thing is that she left Mohbad with Wunmi. But by the time she was coming back, she met Mohbad being carried. So the question is, who was carried?
Exactly. Who was carried? I'm sure it's not Mohbad.
Because the
Mommy,
first
mommy, mommy, let us, mommy, let us unravel it. Iyabo said Mohbad died in the house.
in the
So
house.
who
Yes.
was carried like a baby? That was not Mohbad.
Then who was treated by the nurse?
Who was treated by the nurse?
Yes. Who reacted? Who had the court? On whose hand was the court? Who actually was she treating? So all of those are the questions that you, the critical thinkers, as well as everybody that have bad idea, so that at least people can get to know. There are so many puzzles there, but definitely we'll get there. Because that Wunmi said herself that there were two nurses. If the first hospital as well as the second hospital confirmed, because she said by her testament that the two doctors, the different doctors at each hospital called her as Mohbad was brought in there.
Okay, mommy, hold on, ma. The doctors called her. If she was present in the hospital, why are they calling her?
Yes. No, they called her for questioning. That what did you administer for? Because I think they mentioned that she was the one treating Mohbad before he passed. But she confirmed that Mohbad was brought in dead, according to the doctors. And so they called her as a nurse. What did you administer? I think she explained her own. And Dr. Wahab has been able to explain to the court that the doctors will be called for their own testament. The doctors of the two hospitals.
Okay, the doctors are coming as well, Abi?
Yes. He mentioned it, and I'm sure he's going to back it up with an application. But the magistrate accepted, yes, that the doctors will come. So we just started the corona, actually, because there will be more witnesses. And since it's going to be an every Friday affair, it will be speeded up. Next person that should be coming now is Mohbad's lawyer. Because Mohbad's lawyer, actually, by that testament, was with them to the police station.
Mommy, what did they say about the death certificate?
DJ Bami took it. It was given to him.
Now, can I explain that, ma?
No,
Wunmi was with the death certificate. They just lied that it's with DJ Bami. Wunmi ló mú certificate yẹn dání. Kò fẹ́ jẹ́ kó sọ pé why tóun ṣe old ẹ̀. Àtijọ́ ìtàtí sọ pé Wunmi mú certificate dání. Why can't she say she was not the one that was giving certificate? It was DJ Bami. They lied. Wunmi mama shifted sọ́dọ̀ DJ Bami because táṣìírí bá máa tú. All these days we have been saying she has the death certificate, and she had gone on all TV stations. She never mentioned DJ Bami had the death certificates. Why is she saying that now? They've plan yani. But if you go buy me bet, DJ Bami call off death certificates. Oh, mi lo musi. There's
something that all of us should get to understand. Whoever got the death certificate, whoever had the authority, because the barrister, let me, as it just came to my mind now, Barrister Kolawole, that's Abiodun Kolawole, asked that when the hospital advised that the body should be taken to the morgue, who ordered the corpse home? The nurse said, I don't know. Because she asked that question, I don't know. So if DJ Bami actually got the death certificate, well, he will hand it over to the person in charge.
Mommy, mommy, I don't know how Nigeria works. If it happens here, they give it to if it's because it's Mohbad, they will ask if the wife is present. They will give it to the wife or the next of kin or the father. So they will leave all those ones.
Oh, okay.
Mommy, they will now give it to DJ Bami as what? When Adura is there. As what?
No, DJ Bami. The nurse said DJ Bami was there. As all of them now were there at the hospital.
And Wunmi Abi. And Wunmi. So why would they give it to DJ Bami as what?
No, I'm telling. I think I want you to get this, BJ, please. The thing is, okay, like now, if I am your sister, God forbid, this will not be a portion. Both of us went to the hospital. And something is handed over to me, which custody you ought to have. It falls on me to say, well, I have collected this and take, it belongs. I mean, I should hand it over.
Mommy,
So
I understand what you're saying. In a court of law, I'm talking from the professional aspect now. They will not hand that thing to DJ Bami. Because before they declare Mohbad dead, they will ask, "Wọ́n kàn ní sọ lójú gbogbo wọn." Is the wife? Yeah. Ìyàwó ló máa pè.
No, they don't tell them. They call for relative.
Relative. Can you all hear that? They call for relative. And according to the nurse now, Adura was there, Wunmi was there. Why now giving it to DJ Bami? Mo kàn fẹ́ clear nǹkan ni mommy. DJ Bami kọ́ ló mú certificate yẹn fún, Ashana ló mú fún. It was scripted. So mommy, who signed it? Because they will sign it. So ṣé tá bá wo paper yẹn, ṣé signature DJ Bami la máa bá ńbẹ̀, ẹ jẹ́ ká bí Ashana.
Well, you know.
And that mommy magba wípé even Darosha was there. Wọ́n fún gbogbo àwọn yẹn. DJ Bami ló wá fún olórí burúkú àṣìírè tó ti sọ fún pé wọ́n máa rán lọ sí London kó jẹ́ kó fi parọ́. Gbogbo yín ò ní kúre. Ẹ máa fò sọ́lẹ̀ kú mọ́ ìyá yín lójú ni. Ìyá yín máa gbé yín sí ni gbogbo yín. Ẹ máa sọ lọ.
So now I understand where you're coming from. It is true because the nurse maintained, I mean, according to her testament, that they requested for the relative, two of Mohbad's relatives, which she did not mention because the cross-examination stopped at that point. She did not mention. I'm sure it will be in her CTC. I mean, that testament. It's a long one because at least they were quoting from paragraph 68, 60, whatever. So it's a long one. It's good for anyone to have it and have a comprehensive reading concerning it. So the people, the members of the public, they asked questions relatively about, and they were actually asking the nurse, at what point did he die? I don't know. Did you treat the wound when you came in? No. She just went on to administer injections. She too has a lot that she has scripted, maybe by herself or whoever had made promises to her. That's why we are saying it loud and clear. Don't think it is a Bobrisky treatment.
If anybody had promised her that she will be fine, they won't lock her up. Whoa, Feishara, read my lips. Oh, ni bonwe.
So if they told her that, okay, just do this for this purpose, we are the one in charge, a pharaoh will come that knows no Joseph. I pray that she will not have her finger burned more than she already has. So the coroner court is every Friday now, and the next one has been adjourned till 21st of March. Any other thing you want to say?
No, ma. Thank you very much.
Okay.
So, regarding the judge, I was told she did a marvelous job yesterday. Together with
when we're talking about Magistrate T.A. Shotobi, I think we should give her flowers. She did wonderful. She's in charge of that court. And when she said to the lawyer of Sam Larry and Naira Marley that the virtual request cannot be granted because these witnesses are in the jurisdiction of the court, which is Nigeria anyway, and Lagos State, that she's not going to grant I think that was a massive one. As well, the presence of the police personnel, just so to protect the witnesses, especially the nurse. Even when I arrived at the court premises, I was like, who came? Because there were many police personnel presence there. So the nurse was brought in by the DPD, the police, and was escorted out after a witness. So there's no fear of anybody mauling any of the witnesses with those. I think we should give her our flowers. She did well. No compromises.
No compromise. Okay. Thank you very much, ma. God bless you, ma. We appreciate you so much, ma. Everybody's every true justice seekers, they appreciate you. They appreciate everyone that was present there yesterday. Eshima, on behalf of everyone, we say thank you. We appreciate all you do, ma. God bless you, ma. And we love the way you were the one that interviewed San. Because Omito Ogun to ma interview San tele, o ma manipulate, o ma parọ́ fáwọn èèyàn. Please, it is just you because Our lawyer is our lawyer. Anybody can.
Just need to notice that and mentioned it that when we're talking about media presence, he maintained that whatever thing you hear in the court should be relayed as such. No twisting it. He said that in that video. If we listen to it very well.
Because he knew. Yeah, I'm gonna play the video now because I want to bring some points out from there. Thank you so much, mommy. God bless you. We appreciate you so much.
God bless you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye bye, ma. Bye bye, ma. Bye. Now, I am going to quickly read what the nurse said. Mofe, I want to bring some points out of there. I'm sorry. I'm not going to take your time. And even if we don't finish today, we continue tomorrow and we continue on Monday because I have a lot I'm going to. 1 second. Let's quickly go to what the auxiliary nurse said. Yeah. 1 minute. Yeah. So I'm going to be reading it now. Yeah. I don't have a lot of it with me. I'm gonna be reading from Instablog. Yeah. Then I will now, when the CTC comes out, I will now read more. But let's just read what Instablog put up there. Auxiliary nurse gives a testimony of Mohbad's final moment in coroner's court. Feishayo Ogedengbe, the auxiliary nurse who treated the late singer Ileri Oluwaloba, known as Mohbad, testified at the coroner court in Ikorodu, Lagos, detailing his last moments before his death. Ogedengbe stated that on September 12, 2024, she was contacted by Ayobami Sodiq Spending to treat Mohbad at his Lekki residence. Now, please, I want you to come with me. Listen attentively. Yeah, it is not enough, but I want to pick some things here. Spending stated that she gave the number to DJ Bami, but the nurse is saying here that Spending called her himself. You got continue doing, yeah. Instablog we skipped. Okay, let's call Gures. One Gures in it because Instablog is covering what is someone for. So I don't expect less. Don't worry. I don't expect less from all those people. Sherry, Bibeli media koye me pe gather they will gather. If their gathering is not of God, they will all perish. Let all the world, let them be against Baba Mohbad. The truth will come out. The truth, let Ashana pay all bloggers to be covering a blood hand. Àṣírí èyí mà tú. Gbogbo wọn, àwa la máa borí wọn. Àwa la máa borí wọn. Gurexi is never picking. Ìgbà tó bá jẹ́ kán pick wọn ní pick. Anyway, let's read. Now, ẹ jẹ́ ká máa kà lọ. Let's manage this, yeah? Don't worry. We will get the CTC. Ẹ má worry. Now, upon arrival around 2:30 p.m., she observed a swollen cut on his right hand and administered a tetanus shot to his upper arm. Given Mohbad's history of ulcer, she chose paracetamol, over diclofenac and injected him with a diluted 4 ml dose, followed by a slow 10 ml ceftriaxone injection for infection. However, as she administered the ceftriaxone, Mohbad reacted negatively, began vomiting and developed goose pimples. Ogedengbe alerted his wife, Obonwumi, who reassured her, Olori Buruku ide sọ pé òun lọ ṣe fried rice. Olori Buruku yìí Ashana. Ó dẹ̀ sọ pé òun ò sí bẹ́ẹ̀ gbà tán fún lábẹ́rẹ́. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa gbọ́ lọ. Gurexi ti pè. Gurexi. Yeah, quick one. Do you have the CTC of the nurse?
No,
Kò tí lè jáde. Okay. We will do it what Instablog puts there. Ẹ má worry, a kà nǹkan tó kọ yẹn, adep, a máa ṣe lọ. Ẹ ṣé? Yeah. Kẹ́ fún mi. Okay, yeah. Ẹ ṣé. Bye. Let's continue. Ogedengbe alerted Omowumi, who reassured her that it was his usual response to injection. Can you hear that? Now, when Mohbad had good pimples, the nurse alerted Ashana. And Ashana told her that, why didn't Ashana tell her before she injected him? Why was it after Mohbad was reacting? That was when Ashana deemed it fit to tell her that he always reacts to injection. Omawumi then took Mohbad to the bathroom and poured water on his head. Don't forget that the nurse said when she got into the house, Mohbad was very, very weak. That was in her first statement. Her first statement with the doctor, sorry, with the police. We are going to be reading that tomorrow. The nurse said when she got to their house, Mohbad was very, very weak. Though she said she did not know who Mohbad was. But Mohbad was very, very weak. So somebody that was very weak, is she the same person Ashana will now take to the bathroom and start pouring water? Make it make sense. Omawumi then took Mohbad to the bathroom and poured water on his head. Yeah? Realizing the severity of his action, Ogedengbe and Sodiq rushed to a pharmacy for medication but faced delays. Upon returning, they found Mohbad outside preparing for hospital transport. Due to vehicle unavailability. Oh my God. Vehicle unavailability and traffic. He was taken on a motorbike. Oh my God. Now, Shetty gets it between Timbo. Mohbad was, the nurse said, they found when they came back from the pharmacies, the nurse said they found Mohbad outside and they were preparing for hospital transport. Due to vehicle, there was no vehicle and traffic. Mohbad was taken on a bike. Now, who is lying? Wumi told us that they were driving on the road and there was traffic. So they transferred Mohbad from the car on the bike and there was no picture. Now, the nurse is telling us that Mohbad was transferred on a bike from the house. Remember that Wumi told us that they used the neighbor's car. So who is lying, please? Who is lying? This is what the nurse said here. She said because of traffic and everything, they had to use the motorbike to transfer Mohbad to the hospital. But Ashana make us to understand that they were already driving the car and there was hold up, so they transferred Mohbad from the car to the bike. Now, the nurse is making us to understand that there was no car. There was no car, unavailability of a car. So at what point did they use the neighbor's car? Are we on the same page? Let's continue. At the hospital, medical personnel hesitated to treat him, causing confusion. His body was later returned home. His body was later returned home at 8 p.m. While Ogedengbe and others, they visited the police station for a death certificate. Check Polori Buku Gonista blog. Is it the hospital? Is it the police station that gives death certificate? Instablog messed the story up. Now, this was what Mommy Rich Grace said. Ẹ jẹ́ ká tún pè Mommy Rich Grace. Mo fẹ́ mani kò sọ Yorùbá lọ́tọ̀ ẹ kó lè yé wa. Ẹ má bínú. Ẹ má bínú. Ẹ jẹ́ ká tún pè Mommy Rich Grace. Because kó má jẹ́ pé Instablogging confuse wa. Yeah? Yeah.
Hello, sweet BJ.
Mommy, ẹ bá wa sọ Yorùbá lọ́tọ̀ ẹ má ṣe ti gbọ́ ìtorí àwọn illiterate group àti Olùlẹ̀ nation kó lè yé wọn. Now, Mommy,
'Cause, 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 'cause Then,
She hospital kí ló ṣe ẹ bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ nípa death certificate yẹn mà.
Fèyí Ṣayọ̀ sọ pé nígbà táwọn fi máa gbé Mohbad dé hospital àkọ́kọ́, ibẹ̀ ni wọ́n ti sọ wípé ó ti kú, ibẹ̀ dẹ̀ náà ti fún wọn ní, wọ́n béèrè wípé àwọn mọ̀lẹ́bí méjì kò sọ̀rọ̀ jù yẹn lọ torí pé mi ò rẹ́ni tó béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ wípé àwọn wo ni wọ́n wá mú nínú àwọn mọ̀lẹ́bí, wọn ò béèrè yẹn. Bọ̀ tó sọ pé wọ́n béèrè àwọn mọ̀lẹ́bí méjì. Wọ́n wá béèrè pé ta ló gba death certificate yẹn sọ́wọ́, ó ní Ayọ̀bámi, that DJ, ó ní Ayọ̀bámi ló gbà. So first hospital náà ti issue death certificate. Nítorí wá tó wá lọ gbé ṣe ní second hospital ni ò wáyé.
Mọ́mí mo tún fẹ́ béèrè nǹkan because mo mọ̀ pé ẹ sọ fún mi lánàá ìgbà tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mà?
Hello?
Hello mọ́mí mo fẹ́ béèrè nǹkan. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mà? Mo mọ̀ pé ẹ sọ fún mi ìgbà tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ lánàá. Mo mọ̀ pé ẹ sọ fún mi ìgbà tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ lánàá. Now, ìgbà tí when they took him to the first hospital and the first hospital pronounced Mohbad dead, why did they take him to the second hospital?
She did not explain, no, and nobody asked. If I want to know the second hospital, the same thing, no, not to solve. People to cook.
Okay.
Only one there to pay. Yeah.
Mommy,
only one.
Mo fẹ́ rán yín létí pé son kọ́kọ́ fún mi lánàá jẹ́ kí n rán yín létí mà. Now, ẹ sọ fún mi pé you told me that Barrister Shitu asked the nurse. Now you said they called you for a wound. Did you now treat the wound? She said no. Abi?
Yes.
Ẹ bá wa tọ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ síbẹ̀ yẹn mà.
Wọ́n béèrè, Shemo, when the cross-examination was going on, wọ́n ní pé ṣèbí wọ́n pè é pé egbò ni kò wá ṣe, ó ní ẹ̀. Wọ́n pé ṣé nígbà tó wá débẹ̀, ṣé o dírẹ̀sì egbò náà ni? Ó ní rárá, òun kàn lọ fún lábẹ́rẹ́ ni ló sọ.
Ṣé gbogbo yín ti gbọ́? Mommy, hold on ma. Can you all hear that? Now, they called the nurse to come and treat the wound. The wound that the police said bleeding profusely. After 24 hours, the nurse got to the house and Shitu asked her, did you now treat the wound? She said no. She only gave injection. So why were you called to come and treat? You came to treat the wound, but you did not treat the wound. Is there any wound at all?
She just went on. Because I remember Sam Jojo asking her, how can you grade the wound? Is it fresh or is it an old wound? She said an old one. Okay, put a day to it. She just only 2 days. So if it was 2 days, then is she saying now that it was from that Sunday to the Tuesday that she was called scripted still?
How can these people be wicked? They called you to come and treat a wound. I remember she said in her first, mommy, she said in her first statement, she said when they told her to come and treat the wound, she said she won't get there until Tuesday. And she was requesting for the picture of the wound. She said they did not send it to her until she gets into the estate.
Yes.
Abi?
Until 5 minutes to Mohbad house.
Yes. Okay. Now, they now sent you the picture of the wound. You now got there. Yes. You did not treat the wound. You now gave an injection. Nurse Feishayo, make it make sense. Is there any wound? Mommy, Shatipo established for us established there was no wound. Because if Mohbad was bleeding profusely from that wound, the wound should be their priority and not the injection.
Yes.
So why did she now left the wound and start giving injection? So that gave us a platform that we have now established that there was no wound. So bleeding profusely was the statement Wunmi told the policeman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Am I communicating, ma?
Yeah.
Am I communicating, ma?
Yes. Because we were also, I was surprised when she said she did not treat a wound. You did not treat the wound and you went on to administer. That was where when even Dr. Shitu started by saying no diagnosis. And do you know that when you diagnose, it's going to lead you to this so that you can know the particular drugs that you can administer as well as injection. She said yes. That she knows that.
Because mommy, if in a sensible person, they said there was a wound.
Yeah.
When you go the first question you're supposed to ask is, can I see the wound? Can we give first aid? Remember with money at 48 hours, nothing do day. Or what day you did not ask for the wound, you did not treat the wound. The straight thing you went to do is give injection. Who gave you that injection for Instayo? Because you said in your first statement with the police, you said Wumi drew the syringe and she gave it to you.
Maybe she did not know now we should make it clear. I will say it in English, I'll say it in Yoruba. She probably does not know what she is into. Chema, ọmọdé òkè máa ń mọ̀gùn ẹ̀fọ́ ló máa pè é. Ó máa tó yé. Ìpọ́n Chema, ó máa tó yé. Kò yé nísìn. You know, whoever she's coming up for, she will know. As it happened to Bobrisky, it just cannot happen to her like that. Bí Bobrisky bá yàn yọ, Bobrisky ò bá yàn. Bobrisky ń tà díẹ̀ kiri ń ta ara ni o. But this one, we're talking about human life. And if you ever promised her whatsoever, it will fall in her face like a pack of cards. Kó máa ṣeré, ó yìn ṣeré lọ́wọ́ ni.
Okay, mommy. Thank you very much, man. Yeah. God bless you, man. Yeah. So, they said the statement is with Gurex. Let's ask Gurex. Exactly. Why was Mohbad weak? According to police, they said Mohbad was weak because he bleed profusely. So somebody that was weak, you got to the house, you did not check why he was weak. You did not check the wound. You gave tetanus injection. Fine, I'm not saying she should not give tetanus injection, but why didn't she treat that wound? That means there was no wound. She couldn't treat that wound because the wound was not wounding. The wound is an old wound. Because the picture they put on social media when Mohbad died, you know, the picture was a dry wound. So that means that's what there was no wound. They purposely kept that wound to lie that was the wound. So the reason the nurse did not treat any wound was because there was no wound. So who told the police Mohbad bled profusely? Now, Grace, they said you have the statement, not the CTC. Do you have it? Can you send it to us, please?
Yeah, the position of the nurse. Yeah, I have it.
What do you mean by negotiation? In continuous is so abi?
The position of my query, a statement to the court to swear out to the Lord.
Please, can you send it? Can you send it to me, Baba?
All right.
Ejo, Eshe. Anyway, there's no point we are reading it. Mommy Rich Grace is software anyway. Yeah? Okay. Please don't forget that Mohbad's father said, when I got to the house, there was a lot of people at the front of the house. So I went inside. Okay, because of the car story. Okay, I will read it. Okay. Now, don't forget that Mohbad said, I couldn't go inside Mohbad's house through the front room because there was a lot of people. Baba said, I went through the back door, and when I got upstairs, I saw a blanket full of blood. So if the nurse is telling us that now, the wound Mohbad had couldn't have led to Mohbad's death. So where did the blood come from? So are we safe to say that they are, because the nurse said they were pouring water on the floor? Are they trying to clean their mess? Are they trying to clean the blood on the floor? Why was Ashana's forehead swollen the second day? Let's read what Talo Makagbobele. Okpo. You see? 60 to 65. Let me quickly bring something here. The nurse said, Mohbad did not convulse in my presence. Neither was he convulsing when I got to his house. The nurse said there was no vehicle to convey us to the hospital, but Wunmi told us they used the neighbor's car. So it was Mohbad's neighbor that offered to assist us to get Mohbad to the hospital. Okay, she said it here. So Kilensi Star Blog is Bebe. On our way to the hospital in the neighbor's vehicle, I and Mohbad's wife sat at the front of the passenger seat. No, that is a lie. While Adura, Mohbad's brother, DJ Bami and Mohbad were at the back seat. That there was terrible and heavy traffic on the road that day. No, I am not buying this. This is a lie. Because for Iyabo Ojo to come out with a flat chest to tell us that Mohbad died in the house, this is a make-up story. For Iyabo Ojo to come out, Iyabo Ojo is Wunmi's spokesperson. For her to come out and tell us that Mohbad died in the house. So this is a make-up story. They should not tell me Mohbad, there was traffic and they put Mohbad on the bike. Even somebody that is weak, as tall, Mohbad is 6 feet. How could you carry Mohbad in the car? And no, ever me pe nìkan tó ń wa bike in Nigeria. Ẹ jẹ́ ní ká ti táwa bá mi pe bike man kó wá dá mi lóhùn ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn. Ẹ dúró. How can you carry somebody that is weak and you sit on the bike? Make it make sense. One day your photo, kò dẹ̀ sí video. Ní ṣoríire. Ashana, ikú òjijì, ó máa ṣọ́kú mọ́ ìyá ẹ̀ lójú ni. Ìyá ò ní, ṣé ìyá ẹ̀ ti ẹ̀ jèrè ẹ tẹ́lẹ̀ ni? Tó bá jèrè ẹ kò ní fi ẹ́ sílẹ̀ ní 10 years old kó máa ráre, kó máa pààyàn kiri. Olórí burúkú ọmọ tí ò ní ṣoríire. Bí Mohbad ṣe fòṣọ́lẹ̀ tó kú máwọn òbí ẹ̀ lójú, wàá ṣọ́kú mọ́ ìyá ẹ̀ lójú ni. Olórí burúkú ọmọ onírọ́, ó fi rọ́ ṣèfàjẹ́, ó fi rọ́ ṣebẹ́ gbọ́, ó ní bàbá Mohbad ló sọ pé kí nọ́ọ̀sì máa lọ. Nọ́ọ̀sì sọ pé òun ò rí bàbá sójú. Sherry, one day there is no bike in Lekki. You see? They said there is no bike in Lekki. So, ibo lórí burúkú Àṣànà ti rí bike tán gbé sí. I am not buying this. Do you know why? Tó bá jẹ́ pé Ìyábọ̀ tí sọ fún wa pé Mohbad died in the house. Bí a mo lè buy nǹkan tó ń sọ yìí. But immediately tí jẹ́ pé Ìyábọ̀ was the spokesperson for Wunmi. Anything tí Ìyábọ̀ bá sọ, Wunmi ló sọ fún. So if Ìyábọ̀ should come out and tell us Mohbad died in the house, eléyìí ti show pé this narrative was scripted. The bike story was fallacy. Ẹ jẹ́ kíní ká ti táwa bá mi sáré po ní bike. Ẹni sùúrù. Kó bá mi po ní bike. Let's hear from best caller. Má pè yín sí daddy mi tẹ́ bá ń wò mí. Má pè yín sí sir. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ti táwa. Kó bá mi sáré po ní bike. Mo fẹ́ bèrè bó ṣe possible because èmi ò wá bike. Ẹni sùúrù. Àǹtí táwa o. Àǹtí táwa. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́. Mo sáré need the favor yín. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́. Ẹ bá mi sáré pé oní bike mi ìkọ̀kẹ́.
Mo ń bọ̀ ẹjẹ́ bọ́ta, mo fẹ́ wà mọ́ṣáláṣí. Mo wà mọ́ṣáláṣí mà.
Ṣé lè bá mi sáré ṣe nǹkan kan? Àbẹ́ fẹ́ gbàdúrà.
Ok, mo ń bọ̀. Hello ma.
Àǹtí Ìyábọ̀, àǹtí táwa. Ẹ má bínú ìyá mi. Ẹ sáré bá mi wá oní bike. Mo fẹ́ sáré béèrè question kan lọ́wọ́ oní bike ni. Mo kọ̀kẹ́ fún 500 naira. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ìyá mi. Ṣó ní bike ma wà ládùúgbò yẹn? Àbí kẹ́ sáré fẹ́ nìkan fóònù yẹn. Ọlọ́kadà. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ma.
Ṣé àwọn ní dispatch rider?
No, just bike. Bike man tó ń kọjá títì mo kàn fẹ́ sáré béèrè nǹkan kan lọ́wọ́ ẹnìkan parọ́ ńlá kan fún wa ń bíbá yẹn sìn.
Irọ́ kò sóní báìkì ládùúgbò wa yìí mọ́ o. Wọ́n ti báàgì wọn sùn lérè bí.
Láti gbà o.
Kò sí mọ́ àwọn onídìsíwáṣà ìdá nìkan la máa ń rí. Ó ti pẹ́ o.
Ok, ó yẹ máa lọ, ẹ lọ gbàdúrà. Ẹ lọ gbàdúrà àgbà. Ó dàbọ̀ mà. Yes ma. Ok, at least best caller Naija lọ́wà. Ẹ jẹ́ ká pè wọ́n. Because I don't know how that is possible. I know the bike statement is fallacy. There is nothing like that. But let's assume there was a bike. How is it possible? Mohbad is 6 feet tall. On wá gbé Mohbad. Sorry, bike and thought support weak. Meanwhile, that is a false statement because olórí burúkú Ìyábọ̀ tí ò ní jèrè láyé tí ò ní jèrè lọ́run. Àwa wí tán ó sọ pé what is happening to me now is reason because of my good deed. Iyabo, ó dijú alẹ́ kó tó mọ̀ pé ẹrù ní kí ẹ̀yìn tó gbé good deed. Ìyá ẹ̀ ya wèrè. Okùn ajá ló fi sómọ́lẹ̀ tó fi kú oní good deed. Wàá jèrè iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ ẹ̀. Wàá pẹ́ láyé ojú àríbi Ìyábọ̀. O tí rí bí sìn. Gbogbo ètò fi pò ń dùn fún ẹ yẹn. Kò dùn kò dán fún Ìyábọ̀. Wàá jìyà wàá jẹ́wé yá mọ́. You are evil from the pit of hell. Nǹkan tí mo detest you with passion. You are evil. So tó bá yẹ pé gbà tó ń pariwo Naira Marley, wọ́n ti pa ọmọ yẹn ńkọ́. Kí la bá máa sọ lẹ́ni? Kí ni Naira Marley ṣe fún ẹ? O fẹ́ dó Naira Marley kò dó ẹ. Wàá máa attach ara ẹ. Ìwọ ló lọ́nbà Naira Marley kó fún ẹ ní invite. O kó invite ẹ sí show ẹ. It shows how cheap you are. Ẹ dẹ̀ bọ́ta ẹni wọ́n pè yín ni o. Wọ́n pè yín ni o. Olórí burúkú ọmọ òfò. Àbájọ́nú aláyé bàjẹ́. Alákìísà. Yamayama. Pàǹtí ẹ̀wà ìsàlẹ̀ jọ̀lọ́ọ̀fù abájọ oúnjẹ tó tọ́ sájà rẹ́mínàǹtì nǹkan tọ́lọ́run fi ṣèkẹ́ ẹ̀ náà nìyẹn olórí burúkú ọmọ ìkà ò jẹ́ ṣe tiẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe bó lórí lọ́mọ ẹ̀ náà fẹ́ yẹn ẹnu ẹ̀ láwa yẹ nǹkan tó bá gbìn ló máa ká èmi tí mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹ jẹ́ ká pé best caller dà kí best caller wá bá wa analyse ọ̀kadà party yẹn because àwọn èèyàn sọ pé kò sí ọ̀kadà wọ́n ní kò sí ọ̀kadà ńlẹ́kí mọ́ àbí kò yẹ yín ń bọ̀ best caller. Daddy, me hold on. Your daughter want to see my real hair. It's rough. I think I'm going to cut the hair again. O tún ti sú mi jàre. My hair is rough. Nǹkan tí mo ṣe dé wig ni. Daddy, ẹ káàsán sà. Ẹ kú ńgbẹ sà.
Yes, so my sister.
Ẹ̀mí àṣìkà sà.
Mi ò.
Daddy, ṣé ẹ ń wò mí látàárọ̀ àbí kí n ṣàlàyé nǹkan fún yín sà?
I'm with you. Don't
Okay.
worry,
Daddy, ẹ ti rí gbogbo statements, gbogbo irọ́ tó pa. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ bá wa.
No, wọ́n ti help wa ni. Gbogbo tó ń sọ yẹn, ó easy dáadáa. Àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ kan wà tó ń pa tó jẹ́ pé irọ́ tó easy dáadáa ni. Wọ́n gbé sórí bike. You don't need to call any bike man, my sister. Tó bá gbéyàn sórí bike, two things ni ẹni tó ń converse tó ń gbé sórí bike. Talent tó wá support ẹ̀ lórí bike. Tètè lọ máa wá bóyá àdúrà ni wọ́n á tún pé o àbí díje bá mi.
Daddy ẹ ṣé o. Daddy, wọ́n ní best caller. Daddy ẹ ní sùúrù sà. Wọ́n ní best caller fún bàbá ní 500,000 lánàá. Daddy ẹ ṣé sà. God bless you sir.
Yeah, don't worry. À ń ṣe fúnra wa ni à ṣe fún bàbá.
Ẹ ṣé sà.
Apart from that, tí wọ́n bá ní ọ̀kadà náà gbé sí orí ọ̀kadà, it means that ìyàwó àti nurse, that means àwọn dẹ̀ wà nínú káà tó ń gbé wọn lọ tẹ́lẹ̀. It means that they did not get to the hospital at the same time to ta ló ẹni tó ti weak tó jẹ́ pé bí èèyàn bíi mẹ́rin ló gbé kán tó kúrò nílé àwọn wo ló wá já sílẹ̀ lẹ́yìn ọ̀kadà kán gbé wọnú hospital kán tó máa prepare bí wọ́n ṣe máa answer question yẹn. Ó possible kó hospital yẹn ní kámẹ́rà bí wọ́n ṣe arrive lọ hospital pẹ̀lú báìkì tí wọ́n já sílẹ̀. So tó bá yẹ pé DJ Bami ló kọ́ wọlé because if there is traffic yẹn ṣàṣì hold car yẹn sẹ́yìn ọ̀kadà nìkan ló lọ síwájú. So ẹni tó kọ́kọ́ gbé dé hospital patient into our clinic. It is the name of whoever brought him that they should be mentioned. The hospital is saying they brought him to our clinic. It means that the vehicle and Mohbad and the nurse and the wife, they all arrive at the hospital at the same time. It's simple. It will make sense. And I'm the one who starts with him on Okada. And I'm the one who alighted with him at the hospital. I single-handedly carry him inside the hospital. Nobody want to admit the fact that Mohbad and tó o bá ti lè sọ ẹni tó jókòó tì lórí ọ̀kadà àdọ́kàn gbé fọ́lọ́kadà kọ́lọ́kadà máa lọ. If that is what they want to tell us, they should come with their full chest. They are lying on Okada. Let me also help you on what Yabo Ojo and Wunmi said, or what the nurse said.
Okay,
There's
sir.
no contradiction. There's no contradiction. The nurse never said Mohbad did not die inside the house. The mom did not say Mohbad.
Can you break?
When he returned, only one baby, and she was asked, was he dead or alive? She didn't know. She was not in position to know. She didn't check. She didn't test. She didn't certify anything. So now so they go back. Check initially what the Deruba, what they go up check. Walopao, Walamasoko pao, what the script, don't know the act at the beginning. To now edit the script now, to edit the script and to expose everything, there are two different things. There was a setup for that nurse. In Kotori ló ń sọ láwọn stage kan. But at àwọn stage kan, wọ́n ti kọ àwọn script kan lé lọ́wọ́. Let me tell you, ibi tó ti jẹ́ pé àwọn Kotori ló ń sọ. Ó treat èèyàn. Lójú ti ẹ̀ ń tán pé kó wá treat náà ló wá treat. Ìgbà tó dé, mood náà ni kó wá treat. Ó lòun wo mood yẹn. Ó ní tóun bá mọ̀ pé mood tó ń pè ń kókó wá treat yẹn.
Ó lóun ò ní wá.
Because n tó ń sọ fún yín ni pé n tó pa Mohbad has nothing to do with mood. They give an impression of swollen hand. Swollen hands are of different. There are so many. Right swelling of hand that is healing. But if the hand is swollen because of inflammation or infection or serious infection, any man needs serious pain. Any other man needs headache or fever. But we told us that Mohbad was fine. So she told us that there was no pain, there was no fever. But nurse is telling us that she met Mohbad weak. Has to be helped. Even sure if that was Mohbad.
Exactly.
But because that script was not properly acted. The nurse was only telling you the person I met. This is the condition of the person I met. And if you give Adura an injection, only reacting now, there's all this vomiting of a thing. They are reactions. But we may also told us that that reaction is not unusual. So how can you now say it's the injection of the nurse? When you have already told us that before now, oh man, chebe, oh man, ní goose lára, ó dẹ̀ máa ń vomit, ó máa ń react to injection. Ó dẹ̀ tí mú àkọ́ tẹ́ ẹ máa ń ṣe tó bá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ó tún lọ gbé omi, ó tún dà lé lórí. Which means what the nurse has done and the reaction from Mohbad is not something that happened the first time. It's not a first reaction. It's not as a result of the tetanus. If normal injection, we don't primarily react to the injection. So if it is any injection, that is how we will have reacted to it. But there is no how Adura will be in that picture at that. The question is, at that critical time, Adura no ṣe jollof, tí Wunmi no ṣe fried rice, tí gbogbo wọn láwọn ṣe party, tán dẹ̀ fẹ́ treat ẹ̀gbọ́n àti ọkọ. Nobody Adura ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ DJ Bami ló wá ṣe kò kárí olóyìnbó receive nurse olówà lókè olóńgbé so fried rice àbí indomie ní life Adura ní ṣe tó kan Adura. That is another story. But what brought out the reaction of Adura at Ikorodu, where Adura wanted to assault Wunmi and collect key of the car? Was it because whatever we have agreed, or is it that at that time, what is time, they have not seen the agreement? You are all still in a state of confusion. Why is it that nurse claimed that throughout in that house, during the course of treatment, there was no Adura in picture? Something happened before the arrival
of the nurse.
Of the what they should come and tell us.
Exactly.
It's no longer about the
What happened on Monday?
It's about something that happened
On Monday.
as they were treating him before the arrival of the nurse. What brought about the water on the floor? The mopping of the floor, helping him to stand. Somebody you claim wanted to grant an interview that same day.
That same day.
Was the same person. The nurse is telling us now that she was helped to stand up by somebody. So that has been established. If we confirm that something, if we have, we believe that something happened before the arrival of the nurse, let's now go to even the arrival of the nurse itself. The nurse came in, walked into one room. There was a change of room. What brought about the change of room? If Mohbad has been in one location and you now have to change it, you said because of AC, was that did you complain of it? Is it that there was some things in that room where it was before that you didn't really clean, treat properly before the arrival of the nurse, and you have to quickly relocate so that the nurse will not discover anything? What brought about that movement? Now, you also pour water on Mohbad because of treatment. So, negligence. How can you now say? So, and the nurse was eased out by the same Dijebami, escorted the nurse to go out. What happened when the nurse left with Dijebami? What happened to Mohbad? You know, when you told us in the interview that immediately the nurse left, Mohbad complained and went to the toilet and collapsed, and you had to rush downstairs to call Adura.
Yeah, she said it.
I help you. So it was Adura. So what brought about the collapse? Because from the statement of the nurse yesterday, there was no collapse. So the nurse did not, Mohbad did not collapse in the presence of the nurse. So what brought about that collapse? Who witnessed it? Let the Dijebami come and tell. If the Dijebami did not witness that, it means it's between you and Mohbad. So you need to tell us what happened at that time. Now, when the nurse was calling that Mohbad was convulsing and they were coming back, they only saw that they have been.
They've taken Mohbad outside the house.
Whether it's the real Mohbad.
Is it the real Mohbad? That's
Outside.
it. Clayton, mommy, daddy, why didn't they leave Mohbad in the house? Why quickly brought him out before the nurse came back?
You see, who even suggested taking him to the hospital? Who identified the hospital they were taking him to at that time? So, if Mohbad was weak and was not rushed out, now you. It's coming with something to cool the effect of the. You did not wait for that. You concluded that it should be moved out. Who even knew that it was convulsion? Who can they describe the convulsion for us? Can they tell us what actually happened?
No, daddy, the nurse even stated it in her statement. She said Mohbad was not convulsing and there was no convulsion. The nurse said it in the statement that was sent to me.
And the person who now called that Mohbad was convulsing should come and tell us what actually happened. Dijebami was. Exactly what happened, and that is what they are avoiding. Now, after they left and they rushed out to the hospital, I've told you what happened about the Okada stuff. There is nothing like that. If they are telling us it's
Daddy, can you please share TikTok? Share on your toku magboyin. Do you want to come on TikTok? Because
yes.
Okay, yeah.
On TikTok.
Let me come on. Okay, sir. Yeah. Because kini en break. Ede pa odindi èyàn gbogbo yín dé ń dákẹ́. Báwo làwọn people ṣe ń sùn lálẹ́? Olórí burúkú Bella Shmurda bó ṣe máa pawọ́ náà jayé nìyẹn. bó ṣe máa pa bó ṣe máa ṣán mọ́ ìyá ẹ̀ ló bó ṣe máa ṣán kú mọ́ ìyá ẹ̀ lójú nìyẹn Bella Shmurda olórí burúkú tó ní kí Naira Marley gba station lọ kó lọ report ara ẹ̀ the fact that pé o mọ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ Ọlọ́run máa fìyà jẹ gbogbo yín ni ẹ níràánú gbà bó ṣe òun káànú pọ̀ tó ẹ̀yin ìka DJ Bami ìwọ múra sí o olórí burúkú mi mọ iye owó tó fẹ́ fún ẹ tó sọ pé wọ́n lọ mú death certificate fún make it make sense ẹ̀yin olórí burúkú ọmọ before you accept anybody in your life check your environment yín matter ẹ rí bí gbogbo wọn náà ṣe rí ni wọ́n rí jákujàku wọ́n look so dirty so unkempt Mohbad pàápàá kò fún wa lọ́rọ̀ sọ olórí burúkú ya Mohbad ṣé gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí ya Mohbad ó dẹ̀ dùn mọ́ ẹ ṣá ó dẹ̀ dùn mọ́ ẹ tọ́pa ọmọ ẹ tọ́tọ́ tún sọ pé kí ló máa ṣe kí ni daddy ń roll bóyá kò sí reception bí tó wà yẹn daddy hello sir is DJ Bami coming back to the inquest Mommy Rich Grace ló máa lè dá wa lóhùn yẹn daddy ò sọ̀rọ̀ barrister tí ò ní ṣe bá àgbóhùn wọn yeah everything is on we can't hear him he's on ti bọ́ta padà on ti bọ́lẹ̀ you can hear me èmi ò gbọ́ wọn ibo la ti máa gbọ́ wọn báyìí oh èmi ni mo yí sókè oh yeah they said 2 doctors are coming next week Friday okay that's good oh èmi ni mo yí sókè daddy oya come back daddy oya enjoy ìpadà ó dàbí mi mo yí sókè okay he send the request again ẹ má bínú yeah oya
Good evening, my sister.
oya daddy ẹ máa sọ lọ à ń gbọ́ yín sìn sà.
Okay. I think I stopped where they were carrying him outside the house.
Yeah.
The nurse said as they were coming back, she saw that they were just carrying him from the house into the vehicle. The nurse said they carried him like a baby. We are not sure whether it was Mohbad or Adura, but let's assume it's Mohbad. They carry him like a baby, which means at that time, Mohbad could have been dead.
Dead, absolutely.
They asked the nurse if they asked the nurse if Mohbad was spy or alive. She said she couldn't know. She was not in position to certify. She didn't run any. Verify anything. So, and she joined them in the bed. They lied that there was traffic. They had to come down on Okada, on the rest. If they put him on Okada and they had to go, is it that all of them went on Okada with Mohbad or they were in the vehicle? If some went on Okada, they should tell us the person that was behind Mohbad. Kalimento Kusilowo Lori Okada. So, ahead of them, they should also let us know. If the Okada arrived at the hospital with DJ Bami or Adura is always willing to be planted anywhere. He should also tell us. To buy about the lower light in the hospital, to pay on the Canada pay, to the one hospital, he should let us know. If it is Darosha, anybody that want to play that role, because it's a script, they should fit into that role. To buy about the vehicle was in the traffic. So it is the truth of the matter is that Mohbad is Kusinule.
Which it is spoke that the spokesperson to so.
Yes. Either Oti Kusinule or Oti Ku Tipe. Either Kokunjo yen so yawe or Ku Tipe. So there's no doubt about the own Mohbad Ku Inule yen Mohbad Kusi.
Then daddy ìgbà tí doctor tó lọ sí first hospital sọ pé ó ti kú daddy ẹ wá gbé wálé ẹ wá ẹ ń bá mọ ẹ lẹ́yìn tẹ́ ní hospital report tẹ́ lè lọ tọ́jú ẹ̀ sí morgue Why bring him home to embalm him?
See, we've been asking for medical reports. It's good that we now know that the medical report was even issued by the first hospital. The first hospital issued medical reports. Probably the content of that report was not satisfactory, and they had to look for a way. They didn't take him to the second hospital.
So, Daddy, that was why they kept the medical report, because it will state what they find. Oh.
So, and the nurse said that she was queried. She told them some things. So if from day one that we're asking what actually happened, if they have slapped us with that medical report, we would not have been talking Naira Marley. We would not have been talking Liberia or anything. Everything would have been open. That wouldn't have been, the nigger, they've taken the unit away, they've done this. Because everything must have been stated in that medical report. The nurse said they called her in and they asked her, what did she do to treat, the treatment that she applied. Everything would have been, but because there is conspiracy, they are going somewhere. Somebody has written the script and some people must act it. And that is why they have to go to the second hospital. If you ask the nurse who directed them there, you will not get that answer. Ashana will still be looking for somebody to come and maybe the Arusha will say, because I wasn't satisfied, I love this. I do. You can see that in all the explanation from the statement of the nurse now. Did you see Adula in the picture?
No. I do not see picture.
Adula will never be there. Adula will never be in this picture. Adula is just just you can. It's in and out. You can just bring him to act any role that he fits into. And when they now left, the nurse also made us to realize one thing: that the lawyers, that is his own brother, who is a lawyer, our own brother, who is a lawyer, and the lawyer of Mohbad also went to the police station. They went together, and the lady made statement. The nurse made a statement at that police station, and they asked them if they want the nurse to be detained or to be investigated, with matter to be investigated. They said no, they should stay action. They will find out. We got. Now the same people are telling us, because they went to police station. The policemen asked them. The policemen now directed them to the right, police station to get, because they wanted the police report for them to process their certificate. They were looking for shortcuts. But because that one queried the nurse and saw that there would be criminal, intent in all of this, the policeman wanted to take action. But they asked that the policeman should step down. Now the same people are blaming Baba. That Baba was the one who released the nurse. At the police station where the nurse confessed herself now that they went together now, was Baba the one who asked the policeman, the nurse to go?
And even Daddy Baba she did not even see Baba on that day.
And one funny thing about it is that Mohbad's lawyer was there. So what do you need Baba for? If you declare that you work for a spy, and police is asking you if you want the matter to be investigated, and you said no, they should just stay action. Why are you not blaming Baba for Liberia? The same man now follow you to another police station when you have already been informed of the right police station to go to, and you now diverted this man attention to another police station just to make sure that the man is frustrated. You see, in all of this, something is clear. Something happened before the arrival of the nurse.
That's it.
And that something
happened before the arrival of the nurse, the second nurse.
The fact that they did the medical report, I don't know why police will not pick up these people. Because if they have shown the whole world that report that was issued immediately, all this idea of people inciting the public against Naira Marley, cancel him, go and burn it down, we will protest, we will riot in Lagos, wouldn't have happened. Why are they hiding it for evidence? Because the evidence, what is in that report could be an evidence at that time. It's even an evidence at that time.
It's an evidence. Because for them not to give it to Baba Mohbad, there is something hidden there.
They knew that the nurse is not responsible. They knew that there was a setup that the nurse just walked into. They are looking for a bigger fish that will bring bigger, and that is Naira Marley. And that is where they are going to. That's where the narration is going to. They need to manage what has happened and script something that will incite the public And that is why they brought in a dramatist to be saying, you not take it. Now, normally, you have been doing it for long. Oba Okiniko is the first person to even mention Oba Daddy. You cannot tell me that you don't know Naira. You cannot tell me that the same person who was insulting the Oba is now the same person going to the palace today. And that's why I find it funny how the policemen, the government is pretending that we that are seeking for justice, we don't know what we are after. In another script that was also...
Wish I could find the video that led me to this product.
Sorry, sir. Emma Solo, sir. Continue, sir.
Another script that was also acted perfectly by Wunmi is that of the second nurse. Watch Wunmi when she was describing the second nurse. She said we have to bring another nurse to try. From what this nurse has narrated to you now, does it look like somebody trying something? When you are trying, it means that the situation at hand is very tense and you are looking for a way out. And Wunmi even did a kind of press up that somebody was dead and they are trying to resuscitate the person. That means that there was a second nurse, not this nurse, because this very nurse, after treating Mohbad, did not have any direct contact with Mohbad again. She was in the front of the car. She wasn't at the back. Like she could say inside the car, I was pressing the chest. I was doing all this. She says she was not also present during embalming. So she did not have direct contact with the corpse again to perform any magic. Where is that second nurse that tried to do something? Was it that they poured some chemical for embalmment and that nurse was involved? Because that's why they avoid taking Mohbad to morgue, so that we will not have discovered some things. Was Mohbad stabbed somewhere else that the nurse did not notice? Because there could be some stabbing somewhere, and they have brought in somebody to just, the fact that you met Mohbad alive, you could be at that point, it could be vegetable, even if it's the real Mohbad. And thought he was just standing there, that is what was happening. But Wunmi must tell us that everything is perfect, so that we will believe it is the instant reaction to the injection that led to the pine, which is a lie. Something has happened. And even when the nurse left, something happened. It's just a way of saying, Shebi nurse is rinsing. Where the action was, let me finish the work. Somebody finished the work in the absence of the nurse and DJ Bami. And that is why she must come and explain what actually happened. You see, we told people before now that this inquest will throw up a lot of things. And it will even be difficult for government to manage. Even if they have promised the nurse whatever, under cross-examination. Even before cross-examination, you can see Wunmi in the process of when he was trying to, he was the one who stayed in the interview. The interview that was scripted. Even lawyer was standing by for Wunmi. When Wunmi was explaining the second nurse, can't you see how Wunmi was going offline? And that is not under cross-examination.
So, Daddy, therefore, Oti established pé 2 nurses came. So definitely the first nurse came on Monday to correct, to do whatever she wants to do on Mohbad. And they were waiting for the second nurse, telling that guy, the guy that gave them the number, because spending support why can't you call Mohbad's nurse? Ashana support won't take pay, ikpe be phone. So ibo the second nurse tiwa.
That is it. And if you say Mohbad has been reacting, in fact, that second nurse should also be invited. You have been treating Mohbad at home, and he has been reacting to injection. And you are aware that what the wife normally do when he reacts to injection is to pour water on him. Come and tell the world, come and tell the public if this is true or not. As a nurse, that you know that your patient always reacts and the wife always pour water, because Wunmi pour water, and Wunmi say that's what we have been doing. So Wunmi has also assumed the position of a nurse, even at home, treating Mohbad. So there's no how Wunmi can escape negligence, even if it's not direct pine on this matter. Now, at the inquest, people who may not understand what is going on at the inquest, we think that even Dr. Sanshitu will ask all questions. No. No. Inquest is a fact finding. I can tell you that 3 questions that he has asked, as even the judge must have picked points. The nurse has denied that she's the one who is on record.
Yeah.
The nurse has pointed at the wife as being directly involved. That is also on point. The nurse has told us that she wasn't present when he was convulsing. That is noted. The nurse has told us that there was a report issued, was given to somebody, which was never made, available to the public. So there is conspiracy. Somebody is hiding something. It's not the nurse that collected the report. It's not the nurse that is hiding it. They took the nurse to the police station. They asked them if they want the nurse to be prosecuted or investigated and prosecuted. They said it should take action. The nurse did not influence it at that stage. So who is hiding? Where is the conspiracy from? Baba was not in that picture. So there's no how you can say that there's no conspiracy from even asking spending, because spending said he made call. When the call did not go through, probably spending sent text message. It was the sent message from spending that delivered later. And the nurse saw it. Then DJ Bami followed up with the call. Because the nurse did not, the spending did not reach the nurse directly. It was only the text message he sent. Come and treat my friend. So who invited the nurse directly into the house, described the house, and even when the nurse was asking about the condition of the patient, no response to that.
They did not send it to her until 5 minutes before she got to Mohbad's house.
Before. So something is happening. The nurse would have asked, is this what you are asking me to come and treat?
Exactly.
What is now happening to him? Is he having fever? Is he having pain? If you have given the nurse the perfect, a full detail of what happened to Mohbad, the nurse will have advised you to ambush the nurse into the house. The nurse got to the house.
So, Daddy, they purposely set the nurse up to come into that house to cover up the mess the first nurse had done on Monday.
Has done. And when she got to the house, there was also something notable, that was worthy of note. You were changing position of the patient.
Exactly. Why did you move him from the first room to the second room?
To the second room. Something happened. Something was going on. And the brother was in that house. The nurse did not see the brother at that time. So the nurse was only ambushed, did what she had to do, and quickly went out to also save the situation. In the process, you called the nurse to come back, and they met you with Mohbad, corpse being carried outside.
Because I remember when Westo went to see the nurse and spending in Pansi, Westo said, and I quote, Feishara said, Wumi first set me up.
Exactly.
That was the statement she made to Westo.
Exactly.
Only Wumi first set me up. Why is the setup coming from? Why set up? Why are you thinking of setup?
And if you invite somebody to come and dress wound, when the person gets there, you should have told him, please, this is the wound, treat the wound. Who confirmed infection? That was no wound. That was no wound.
And Daddy, even Sanchitu asked the nurse about 3 times. So when you got there, did you treat any wound? The nurse said no. I only gave injection. But they called you because of the wound. They sent the wound to you. So why left the wound and gave injection? So definitely there was no wound.
There's no wound. As a wife, when you know that your husband was fine, was even ready to grant interview, and it was the wound that you called the nurse to come and dress. When the nurse got there and was talking about the injection, why did you object to that? To say, just this small thing, my husband is fine, though. Why do you have to inject him again? There was something like that. So why are you not giving us the impression that the nurse is the one who pied your husband? Then, you see, we have people who also believe in justice for Mohbad. The seeker of justice who think we don't share their whole approach. And I want to encourage them. They are very close to the commissioner of police. And this is the time for us to help us arrest women and other people in the house. We believe in inquest, and that is what we pursue, and we are getting results.
Benny.
For those who believe in police, now that the nurse has told us openly, because the nurse was challenged, and the nurse said, I'm not the one who pied Mohbad, it's the wife. and the commissioner of police that is our best friend, that we shook hands with, even gave us meat pie and water.
Baba, kini ló ń sọ yẹn o. Activist wọ́n ní kẹ́ bá wa sọ fún commissioner kó bá arrest Wunmi o. Baba Korede.
Because now we are getting closer. The 10-minute video, this is the time. Because with what has happened now, the commissioner of police can connect the 3 and 10-minute video for us quickly on this. Please, we appeal to them. For us on this side, we believe, I strongly believe that the police have been compromised on this matter. The police will give way when they see superior fire, and that is going to come from the inquest. Everything is coming out in the open.
It's coming out.
Everything is coming out in the open. Whatever statement they have made to the police, they can deny it's under duress. But when you depose to an affidavit at Corona Inquest and you make statements and you respond, even you are being cross-examined, it cannot be denied. Even the PPP cannot turn this up. It's not possible because it has become a public.
Daddy, let me quickly remind you something, sir. Yeah? They told us that they called the nurse, and the nurse said she was in Cotonou, that she will be back the next day. But the nurse confirmed in the Corona Inquest that she never went to Cotonou, that she was in mile 2. Daddy, egba mi ke. So, ibo ló ti sọ Wunmi sọ fún wa pé nurse lọ Cotonou. Nurse dẹ̀ sọ ní inquest lánàá pé òun ò lọ Cotonou, mile 2 lòun lọ. So, kí no more delay. What were they covering, Daddy?
See, there is something they wanted to do yesterday. Let's even assume that the nurse was in Cotonou. They didn't want a full narration of what happened. They didn't want the nurse to give full detail of how she was contacted and how they waited for 24 hours before they even Mohbad was even attended to, if it was Mohbad. So they cut that off. They had to, the lawyer to Wunmi had to find a way to frustrate San from starting from that angle. And I think I hear that San even asked at the time, why can't you allow this nurse to tell a story? But in the process of shutting up that, because even the magistrate will be, the judge will be wondering. Somebody told you was going to put on, and you waited. That part they didn't want to hear it.
Exactly, Daddy. How can you wait for 48 hours to wait for nurse? And Daddy, Baba Korede sọ pé hospital 10 minutes in Sílé àwọn Àṣànà. So why wait for nurse for 48 hours if the hospital is 10 minutes from you?
Yeah.
If they are not covering anything.
And even, I'm even happy with what Baba Korede has said. Because all this idea of I went to Mohbad neighbor, the CCTV there, even without, somebody told us that everything that happened, how the vehicle was coming in and out, without us seeing this CCTV, can this neighbor to be arrested by a commissioner of police, could come and tell us what he observed that very day? You see, people that are telling us that it's a particular direction and that want to divert our attention, should stop messing up our brain. All these things that I'm hearing, there is something hanging somewhere, bring it out. We now hear from the nurse. The scripted part, we know. Because everything from the nurse is not as it happened. There was some scripted parts. The nurse, there was soft threats. Even if you notice how the nurse was reacting. At one time, the nurse could not even call with me directly. You were selling the wife. They were together. You will notice that some kind of soft threat.
Yeah.
That soft threat is what they brought to bear to opt this nurse into accepting some of the scripts they wrote. You are the one, you are the one who killed my husband, and that was the fact that's why she fired the attack again.
On the TV station. She said it a lot that day. She killed my son. She killed my husband. She's going to club. She's attaching eyelashes. Oh, mama, come on, koto ba wa sonta. Tactics in it. Format in it.
That's why I'm happy that the nurse fired back. So all of us now should scream it. Me, I can say it anywhere. According to Nurse Feyishara, it was Wumi Aloba
that by Mohbad. She said it. Daddy, she said it. Senator Sanshitu asked her. Mommy Rich Grace said, Sanshitu said, you pied Mohbad. She said, no, I did not pie him. Then Sanshitu said, who pied Mohbad? She said, it's his wife.
Yes. So the police, between Wumi and the nurse now, the police should please help us to let us know who actually, there have been allegations now from both sides. They both made allegations. No, there have been allegations and counter allegations. So we want to know. But as has been reported in the past by the mainstream media, they should also do well to bring this out now. Feyishara has spoken and has also made her own allegation that it's the wife that pied Mohbad. So if you have any other questions, just let me. I will be on standby for that.
Okay, sir. Daddy, I want to play something now. What Sanshitu said yesterday, so that you can talk more on that. Because let me play it. 1 second, sir. Yeah. So this was by Sanshitu yesterday after the Corona inquest.
I want to appreciate you for the wonderful works you're doing. And here we are, we want to make the questions available to you. Well, there has been concern of the media coverage at the inquest. Don't you think live media coverage of the inquest will give it more awareness and transparency?
Well, there is the question of awareness and transparency, which is crucial. But more importantly is the need to report what is happening here accurately and correctly. In any court proceedings, there is a room for reportage. But the bigger question, the bigger concern is that you must report correctly and accurately. So today's proceeding, for example, we want to report it, get what the lady actually said.
Ọkàn bàbá Shitu balẹ̀ bàjẹ́. Mo like confidence in bàbá ẹ̀.
Don't add to it. Don't subtract to that statement. And the questions you gave, the answers you gave, in response to questions, make sure you stick to those answers. Don't enlarge. Don't add. Don't subtract. So nobody is saying that the press cannot cover what is going on. You have to cover that accurately. The coroner cannot talk to the press. So if you misrepresent her, she has no way of replying. So the concern is that we should be accurate, we should be transparent in the way we report what has happened.
Okay, so our next question is that can you please give a brief summary of all the proceedings today?
Well, a brief summary of what has happened today is that the nurse who treated Mohbad has given us an insight into how she was contacted, what she did, and what she did not do, and the circumstances that led eventually to the death of Mohbad. In my view, today is the most comprehensive, proceedings. We now know what happened, who invited the nurse, when the nurse was invited, what happened, what her response was. In the first day she didn't come, she came the second day, who she met when she came, and the question she asked Mohbad, what happened after Mohbad was injected, who did what, and who did what the wife did, and what the wife did not do. Everything became very clear today. It is not left for the coroner to decide who and who caused the death of Mohbad.
Then we still have
You
another.
cannot do that.
We still have another question, sir. There are reports that you have taken over the paternity
Emma Bobby by you.
of Mohbad's child. How does the family feel about it? Since Mohbad's partner has recently stated in an interview that she is ready for the DNA.
You see, the paternity issue has nothing to do with this corona proceedings. People should be clear about what this corona proceedings is meant to achieve. 3 things. 1, the cause of death. The manner of death. 3, the circumstances surrounding death. The corona is not looking at whether somebody is the father of this or somebody is not the father of this. It's a separate proceedings. I'm aware that an order was made for DNA to be carried out, and I'm also aware now that we are making an attempt to see whether the DNA can be carried out even outside the country. We need to go back to the court to be able to amend the.
So can you all hear? Olori buruko ọmọ tó máa ṣọ́kú mọ́ Jùmọ̀kẹ́ lórí yẹn. She said it's Baba that is not coming for DNA. Baba is delaying DNA just because Baba is collecting money from the public. Wunmi, lórúkọ Jésù, gbogbo alátakò, ó máa wà nínú ayé ẹni, bó ṣe ń parọ́ mọ́ bàbá yẹn kiri. Can you all hear that now? They want to go back to court to request the DNA go to abroad. Wunmi is desperate with Olori Buruko Eniyan Soro. They wanted the DNA to be done in Nigeria so that they can manipulate it. Now, Mr. Shitu, they want to go back to court to request from court that the DNA should be done abroad. And Wunmi's lawyer knows about this, and but Wunmi is coming to the public to lie that it's Baba Mohbad that is delaying DNA. Let Shitu finish. Let's speak on you.
That I was given, so that they can give us the opportunity of conducting the DNA even outside Nigeria.
So in short language, it means that you are representing the family of the DNA, Barrister S.A. Shitu.
As far as I'm concerned, I'm representing the family in all matters that relates to the justice of Mohbad.
Thank you.
Eniyan Soro lórí burúkú, how market? Can you all hear that? Shitu stated, and I quote, he said, as it is now, I'm representing Mohbad in all aspects that is concerning justice for Mohbad. Eniyan Soro lórí burúkú only 9 million sọnù. I thought you said if Baba don't pay that 9 million, the justice will not continue. Olórí burúkú ṣàbí ṣàkí ṣe bí ọ̀rá. Ṣebí wọ́n náà ti ṣe truth or dare pẹ̀lú Wunmi lórí phone. Can you all hear that? So Eniyan Soro, you are nobody. You are a non-entity. You are a miscreant. You are a table lawyer. For you to say, if Baba don't pay 9 million, there is nothing going forward. Can you hear? Let me repeat it for you again. Shitu is handling all justice for Mohbad from the small court to the higher court. Our market, Eniyan Soro lórí burúkú, olóko wíwọ́, olóṣì, àwọn èèyàn bàbá tí oní truth are there.
And lastly, sir, please, sir, just one more time. Can inquest be conducted every week now? Has it been proven, or what do we expect?
You can see that this corona is determined to do justice. Otherwise, the order of the magistrate court will have prevented some people from coming here. Everybody must come. Which means it's determined. The whole world is watching.
The whole world is watching.
The Mohbad issue is not a Nigerian affair.
No,
it's
the world.
Affair.
Yes.
So whoever is involved in this process, whether as counsel, for the states, for any of the parties, even including the corona, everybody must be careful.
Thank you so much.
Is the corona now adjourned?
It's adjourned to 21st of March, Friday.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time.
So kind, so it's one of these things. So the fact that you put it to her that she's not competent and she's not supposed to be referred to as an auxiliary nurse.
A lot of things emerged today. A lot of things emerged. One is that she was supposed to find out the medical history of Mohbad. She didn't.
Because she's fake. She didn't ask what happened to Mohbad because she was called to come and cover up.
Because you can treat somebody, you must diagnose.
Absolutely.
Do all that. And 3, she's not qualified as a nurse. So, from what she said she make a lot of mistakes. You can look in the area of contributory negligence and all kind of things. But I'm not. Yes. And even those who are there, a lot of people have answers to questions to answer. Those who were present,
Shengbo.
all these things there.
Shengbo. Kó máa pọ̀ létí ìyá yín, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ lọ mú létí Àṣànà àti Ṣẹ̀pẹ̀tẹ́rì. A lot of them in that house, they have questions to answer. Everybody, they are coming to that inquest to answer questions. Mi fẹ́ mọ̀ bí ìyá yín ṣe jẹ́, mi fẹ́ mọ̀ ẹ tẹ́ mọ̀. Mo ti sọ, kẹ́ mọ̀ Bọ́lá Tinubu kan. Can you hear what Baba Shitu said? Sir Shitu said, this is not a mere game. The world is watching. So one needs to be careful in handling this justice for Mohbad. The world is watching. The world is watching. Ẹ̀yin olórí burúkú. Ẹ̀yin aláyé bàjẹ́. Àṣànà. Wàá kábàámọ̀. Gbé ọmọ. Kọ́lọ́mọ lọ gba ọmọ ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Kí ọlọ́mọ lọ gba ọmọ ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Kò sí nǹkan tó lè ṣe mọ́ sìn. That we've got to the end of the road. In a car that no, it's so natural. You've been Àṣànà, you are at the end of the road.
Then it means that we are still expecting more witnesses, even the Mohbad's wife. Are we still saying that we can still expect that?
No, in the light of this testimony, if we need to recall her back, we will recall her back. You understand me? All of you can listen to his testimony. All of us understand English. Nobody can cover anything.
Hey, Shegbo! Àṣànà jẹ́ kó máa pọ̀ létí ìyá ẹ̀. Ó níbi tí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí dé báyìí. If they need to recall you, they will recall you. And Baba Shitu said, you all can hear the testimony. Nothing can be covered. Àṣànà jẹ́ kó máa pọ̀ létí ìyá ẹ̀. Ṣẹ̀pẹ̀tẹ́rì gan. Ìyẹn olórí burúkú wo. Àṣìírè nìyẹn tiẹ̀. Ṣùgbọ́n rí Baba Shitu ni. Confidence pọ̀. Olórí burúkú Baba Kórèdé. Ó ní. Baba Kórèdé ní Sànù yóò wà competent. Jọ Baba Kórèdé ṣé Sànù ẹ ló wà competent? Olóṣì onípàdé ìdí. Wèrè ṣe wá pọ̀ ní justice for Mohbad báyìí. Àṣànà jẹ́ tún fún ẹ lórí. Although we've got to the end. Ẹ bá mi send the interview Àṣànà. Interview Àṣànà ṣe bá mi send ẹ kí n tó play ti. It's so natural. How could Mohbad ló ń kọ́ mi f'Àṣànà yẹn o. How could you love me and leave me and never say goodbye? As you loved me before, this time I want you to love me much more. No. Although we've got to the end of the road. Daddy, kí lẹ rí sọ sí interview yẹn? Mo ti gbàgbé daddy síbẹ̀. Best caller, daddy. Daddy bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ sí interview yẹn. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n wá interview tí Àṣànà ṣe.
You said Sir Shitu was being very technical. When asked about the DNA and the inquest, he said the DNA has nothing to do with the inquest. It's only the wise who understand the reason why he said that. Because Wunmi has been pushing for DNA to be the end of justice for Mohbad. And what the man is telling you is that DNA is secondary. The main thing is
what killed Mohbad.
What killed Mohbad. DNA is a family matter, which can also be, can also establish the motive if the result points in that direction. But he doesn't want that DNA to be used as sentiment to close or to discount the effort of the judges and everybody at Corona Inquest. So that is the technicality. That's the first technicality there. Secondly, you will see his reaction because he summarized his role at the end of the day. Everything that is justice for Mohbad, which means DNA too, is justice for Mohbad. So they are together, but he find a way to separate them at a time. He also talked about journalism and the media. You know, the essence of journalism is to establish the truth and to be objective. And that is why those who have been lying against Baba, that is the one who by his son, he rushed to bury, he allowed the nurse to go, the man could be culpable. We have seen the father who will be crying, and at the end of the day, he will be the one that is behind the death of his son. The man was there. He was there later in the day, this and that. It's now clear that this man, every time they lie against him, they always in disgrace. Those who lie against Baba, they are always disgraced. This nurse has never met Baba before, and that fact has also been established. For some of us who may not understand the role that we are playing, some bloggers, some TikTokers, we are also journalists too. Because we are now serving as conduit of information. We are providing the public with accurate, relevant, timely news and stories about, we are creating awareness about the cause, about untimely death of a superstar who was caught short in his prime by the negligence of people around him. Because everybody around Mohbad, all those that were in the house that day,
they are all suspects. Yeah.
All suspects in this case. So we are all doing wonderfully well. And we shouldn't be disturbed by the page, because I see most of the mainstream medias have been paid. Is that the media agenda in Nigeria?
No, they have been paid. Yeah. You will see that nobody is carrying Baba's. But look at it now, Daddy. Big Bobo Esheshele lánàá, àrí gbogbo nǹkan updates. Gbogbo tó ti sọ pé bàbá yẹn ló pa. Bàbá yẹn gbogbo nǹkan, ẹ wo gbogbo nǹkan irọ́ tí Wùmí ń pa tá ń join pọ̀. Kò sí kankan ni wọ́n tó sọ̀rọ̀ ń pa ẹ̀. The fact that they know she's lying.
Mommy Rich Grace, Uresi, and others, Tim Perkins, and those that I've seen, they are doing wonderfully well. Have you seen any Punch, Vanguard these days? They all come and pick stories from bloggers now.
Oh, of course.
So we are doing wonderful.
They are all watching all our hosts on TikTok. To all Baba's hosts, supporters, God bless you all.
Yeah, you see, we are doing wonderfully well. And I also want to appreciate those who believe in some of the things that we say. There are things that in fact, if we paint a picture of things that are around us, those who are pretending to be fighting justice, we may not be prompt to point at them, but somehow we have been able to expose them.
Oh,
able to guide
people. Daddy, ẹ mọ̀ pé mi máa tú àṣírí wọn. Ẹ wẹlẹ́kẹ̀ puff puff, ẹ wẹlẹ́kẹ̀ kúlíkúlí Baba Korede olè, ó ṣà ń sáré kiri. Owó yẹn ti dí. Wọ́n ló tún ti lọ sí TV station lẹ́ni, a tún lọ parọ́ fún wọn bẹ́ẹ̀. Empty barrel.
Oh, don't let me lift out my striker, Mommy Comfy as well. She's been a very
Mommy Comfy ọ̀gbá nìyẹn. Ọ̀gbá of justice for Mohbad ni. Tá bá sọ̀rọ̀ copy and paste. Àwọn lágbádé fún.
Yeah. Is to encourage all of us, even those who have been deceived.
All critical thinkers.
All critical thinkers.
We appreciate you all.
All those, let us all come together. We know those who are trying to divide us. We know those who are exploiting the
vulnerability. Mi olè.
See, I can
Yomi olè.
That I also know some platforms that are very, very credible, but have been deceived, and they are now struggling to rescue themselves from people who have corrupted their platform. I also wish them well. Please, let us all, because what we are doing, I told Baba Mohbad last night.
Taba we talk, Daddy, ẹ máa gbọ́, Yomi gbé nǹkan dání. Korede nìkan ló gbé dání bó ṣe wà yẹn. Yomi gbé nǹkan dání. Yomi kí ló gbé dání àṣìírè wèrè. Baby, Yomi gbé nǹkan dání. tó bá anything tó gbé dání ọmọ ẹ̀ ló gbé dání ẹ̀yin olóṣì wọ́n tàn yín wọ́n jọ ń ṣàpapín Dẹ́wọ́kú nation wọ́n jọ ń ṣàpapín Yomi gbé nǹkan dání kí olórí burúkú Yomi kó máa sọ pé Sanṣítù wà capable ẹ rí gbogbo confidence Sanṣítù ni ẹ jọ ṣé NGO lawyer ẹ̀ ló wà capable ṣe rí pé ọ̀tá ni gbogbo wọn kàn fojú jọ rẹ ni Yomi gbé nǹkan dání tẹ bá rí nǹkan tó gbé dání ọmọ ló gbé dání olóṣì abẹ́pọ̀n ẹ̀ ló gbé dání.
I think on your platform, I said it last week that I don't know if it was on your platform. I think it should be on your platform. That the NGOs that they are talking about as the solution to justice for Mohbad, the NGOs in Nigeria have history of corruption. Even the USAID has been accused of there is allegation that they are being used to sponsor terrorism in Nigeria. So, and I'm happy that just this week we are hearing stories of how NGOs are, spending money. Even yesterday, I heard that somebody was trying to register an NGO under the guise of extorting the public. So the two NGOs that we even have on this, those who claim to be registered, whether fully registered, active or inactive, they are the two of them are fighting. I don't know whether they are truly for justice, because I see them writing petition against each other, going to court, dragging themselves to police station and the rest. So if these NGOs are the ones who have been corrupted in one form or the other, I don't see how they can really lead this justice for Mohbad. The driver of this cause is the victims, the present victims, not the late victims. Baba Mohbad is still alive. He's the greatest loser of all these things that we are talking about. There is no ọmọ tèmi kọ́ ló kú, ọmọ Aloba ló kú. Mi ò lọ́mọ mi tí mo fẹ́ fún Aloba. And I told the man yesterday, I'm not doing anything for him. I'm doing it for my own generation, for my children.
Exactly.
And for my children generation. It is better we leave the world better than we met it.
Exactly.
This is a reform.
ẹ jẹ́ kó owó tí ò lè là yín ẹ jẹ́ kó bọ ọmọlúàbí yín jẹ́ owó tí ò ṣe nǹkan kan nínú ayé yín.
And nobody should think that his contribution is enough to diminish the fatherly role of Aloba.
Exactly. Ẹ bú bàbá yẹn, ẹ parọ́ mọ́ bàbá yẹn, ẹ ṣépè fún bàbá yẹn. This is the father that lose a son. Mo rí bí tí Mohbad, daddy, nínú gbogbo orin Mohbad, mi rí bí tó ti condemn bàbá ẹ̀. He's always praising his father. Ẹ̀yin olórí burúkú ẹ̀yin àwáyé má ṣe rere kan. Ẹ wá jókòó ẹni bàbá yẹn ló pa ọmọ. Ẹ ń gbé bàbá yẹn lọ sí court. Olórí burúkú bàbá Kóredé náà. Ó petition bàbá àti Bọ̀dáyọ̀. On what basis? Adẹ̀ní àwọn justice.
If we like, call him illiterate, but he's not a criminal. Call him illiterate, he's not a liar. Call him illiterate, he's not a greedy man.
Wọ́n sọ pé under 30 minutes, they donated 7 million for Baba on Daddy York's platform. God bless every donor. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin pátápátá tẹ́ donate owó fún bàbá yẹn lánàá. Tẹ́ bá mi nu omijé ojú bàbá yẹn kúrò. Ọ̀run á nu omijé yín kúrò. Ẹ ní wáyé asán. Ọ̀run á bá mi pèsè fún yín. Ore gúúsù, ore ìwọ̀ oòrùn, ore ìlà oòrùn, ore àríwá, àwa yín rí. When you call on 1, billions will answer you. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ta bàbá yìí nù. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe dúró ti bàbá yìí ní gbogbo ìgbà. Ẹ mọ Mohbad rí now. Gbogbo yín ò mọ Mohbad rí. But you deem it fit to stand with this man. Ọ̀run á dúró tì yín. Ẹ ní jì sọ́fí ayé. Ẹ ní gbé ń sọnù bí ò ṣe bí ọmọ. Ẹ ní mọ sáré ọmọ. Wọn ní bọ́bà tọ̀fọ̀ fún yín. Ẹ ní fi lẹ́tà ọ̀fọ̀ ránṣẹ́. Wọn ní pé yín nípè pàjáwìrì. Ẹ ní rógun ìkáwọ́ mọ́rí ìfẹsẹ̀jọlẹ̀ lórí nǹkan tó ń dùn mọ́ yín nínú lórúkọ Jésù. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe máa ń wipe omijé bàbá yìí nù. Tẹ́ máa ń dùn nínú ní gbogbo ìgbà. Ọ̀run á dùn yín nínú. Ọ̀run á dùn yín nínú. Ṣé wá rí nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ bọ́ lọ́n sọ yẹn tẹ́ ẹ lè bọ́ ènìyàn sọ. Ọ̀run á bá mi jọ yín lójú. Ìtorí gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ ń ṣe ẹ bá wò bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe fẹ́yàn o. Ẹ bá wò bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe fún bàbá Mohbad o. Àti contribution yín, àtẹ̀yin tẹ́ dáwó, àtẹ̀yin tẹ́ náwó, àtẹ̀yin tẹ́ ra data, àtẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń wò wá. Ẹ̀yin commenters, ẹ̀yin contributors, ẹ̀yin bloggers, genuine bloggers, genuine supporters, genuine justice for Mohbad seekers. Bàbá kọ́ lẹ̀ ń ṣe fún o, ọjọ́ ọ̀la yín lẹ̀ ń ṣe fún. Lórúkọ Jésù, àwọn ọmọ yín wọn ní bálà kò bá pàdé. Tó bá kù díẹ̀ kọ́ ọmọ olóore yín jì sí kòtò, Tebi yin, mono asise mo se fun yin. I'm so proud of all of you. I'm very proud of you. I might not be coming out to tell you. I'm always praying for you. I'm always praying for you all. And I know God listens to prayers. God hears my prayers all the time. Me, if I just sukuyin, me, if I can shawati, I might not be calling, I might not be coming on people's time. Mo te fe ma shensing, timbani time, I might join. Mo join Mommy Rich Grace. Now no more, 10 minutes now. I'll be joining you all, supporting you, commenting. I'm sorry, it's not pride. I'm just more on time me. I because it's not pride, but I'm always praying for you all. In your journey of life, Jehovah will send you meaningful help and helpers in the mighty name of Jesus. The fact ẹ̀yin ní èjìká tẹ̀ jẹ́ káṣọ bọ́ lọ́hùn bàbá yẹn aṣọ ò ní bọ́ lọ́hùn yín ẹ̀ ní rí ìwòwò àṣírí pẹpẹ òkè túbọ̀ tẹ̀ jẹ́ pọ́n ti pààyàn sí pẹpẹ ń sìn ẹ má jẹ́ fi pẹpẹ gbàdúrà mọ́ àṣírí pẹpẹ òun tú èèyàn lọ pa sí pẹpẹ ẹ jẹ́ ká fìyẹn lẹ̀ ká fi nǹkan mí gbàdúrà ọmọ aráyè ò ní depo sálà yín lórúkọ Jésù. Daddy mo fẹ́ play nǹkan tọmọ yìí sọ ní AIT lánàá. Daddy mi best caller.
Go ahead.
Daddy ẹ máa gbọ́ o. Ó pọ̀ díẹ̀ tí n bá lè play ẹ̀ tán.
Talking here
on
security scope today by Omowumi.
Sherry, one thing tí mo like inú girl yìí. Mo sure pé wọ́n bribe girl tó interview olórí burúkú àṣànà. But girl yìí, ó wà diplomatic a bit. Daddy ẹ máa gbọ́ lọ.
Late Mohbad's wife to shed more light on happenings in the last 18 months or so since her husband's death. Wumi joins us from Lagos virtually. Wumi?
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, how you doing today?
Something that I really
Kílé tó lọ síbí. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Ẹ jẹ́ mi ní gbé sókè. Ẹ máa gbọ́.
But I will stop talking here as we are joined on Security Scope today by Omowumi Aloba, late Mohbad's wife, to shed more light on happenings in the last 18 months or so since her husband's death. Wumi joins us from Lagos virtually. Wumi?
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, how you doing today?
I'm fine, ma'am.
All right. Welcome to Security Scope on AIT.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right. Please recount to us the events that the last event before your husband passed, what you remember from your own opinion. We'd like to hear you give us that account.
So basically, on Tuesday, my husband died on Tuesday, September 12, 2023.
Mohbad died on the 11th.
So
Olórí burúkú ọmọ. Ó dàbí asín.
We woke up like as families, and that was our child's 5th month birthday, which is 12th of September.
What child? Olórí burúkú ọmọ wo? Ọmọ pàpàǹlékè wo? Ọmọ wọlé bàbá kú dànù. Ọ̀nà mi máa ń dànù àgbò kì í fọ́ ni. Ṣebí tó bá pọ̀ ọmọ ló kú sí Mohbad àbí mi. Ṣùgbọ́n ọmọ tó bàbá ló kú ó dẹ̀ ti sọ. Ó ní kú tó jẹ́ kó ọmọ kú ni Mohbad kú statement yẹn. Gbogbo ẹ̀ ni máa send sí bàbá Wahab. Gbogbo owó ẹ̀ tó pa. Ẹ notice ni. Ó ṣá máa fẹ́ rọ̀bù ọmọ yẹn sí face wa. Ṣó lórí burúkú ni ẹni. Tá a bá rọ́mọ rí, ṣá rọ́mọ lẹ́yìn adìyẹ ni. Àbáyé ọmọ ìfẹ́ bàjẹ́ ni. Téèyàn bá tẹ̀ wá bímọ rí, ṣó sọ fún ẹ pé àgàn náà ráyé wa ni. Àbó lórí burúkú lélẹ̀. Àtẹ̀jọmọ gidi. Ọmọ wọlé bàbá bú ẹkún. Ọmọ wọlé Mohbad ṣánkú dànù. Ọmọ wọlé ògónú ilé ọmọ kan lọ. Olórí burúkú ọmọ. Ìwọ tó ní jèrè ọmọ.
So we woke up as family, he had his own stuff to do because he had a podcast on that Tuesday morning.
Ẹ wo lórí burúkú. We came back as family. Ẹ gbọ́ nǹkan tó sọ ni. We came back as family. We woke up on Tuesday morning as family. Tó sọ pé Mohbad bleed profusely from Ikorodu. Ẹ wo nǹkan tó mo lórí. Why tó mo ṣe máa comfortably parọ́ báyìí. Okay. Be expecting a few minutes later tomorrow. Ó tó jọ́ mẹ́ta. A few minutes later. Màtúbà yín join ẹ lọ́la. Ẹ gbọ́ ni. We woke up on Tuesday morning as family. Family. Ṣáwọn tó mọ̀ yìí ń parọ́ fún wọn kí wọ́n internet ni. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa gbọ́ lọ.
Meanwhile, he sustained an injury on Sunday, the last show he went to. He sustained an injury. He had a fight with his friend, which he sustained an injury. So
I am putting it to you that there was no fight. If there was a fight, we need a video. You kept a video of where they were bullying Mohbad. You kept a video of where Mohbad had a saw, where you said he hit the glass. We need a video. As big as Ikorodu is, a celebrity had a fight and there's no video. In this computer world, in this world of video, there was no fight, Ashana. If you can lie that Baba told the nurse to go, and the nurse said she did not set her eyes on Baba, what lie can you not lie? Even one will today perform. I will not believe you know. He was told the parato was so obvious. Baba said he has not set his eyes on the nurse. You came on public social media. You said Baba told the nurse to go. At the coroner inquest yesterday, the nurse said, I have never set my eyes on Mohbad's father. Mohbad's father was not in the house. So make it make sense. Who is going to believe you? Olori Buko da bi cobra. Eja kamagbolo.
Meanwhile, we wanted to call. We called a nurse on Monday, but the nurse was not available. So on Tuesday morning,
we need that nurse. Eba mi spend ko fún mi ní number nurse Mohbad. Nurse Mohbad ló wá parí iṣẹ́ yẹn. I swear with my living God. Tí o bá dé, one block. They blanked us from Mohbad nurse. They never want to speak about Mohbad nurse because one might pay toba fagbo. If they ever mention Mohbad nurse, we are gonna put our eyes on them. This guy knows how to manipulate people. Mohbad nurse came on Monday. I can swear with my living God. Mohbad nurse came on Monday to finish whatever they want to finish. And this one was brought in on Tuesday to cover up. Can you see that she did not talk about Monday at all? And Adura said, and I quote, Adura said, let anybody that will say they saw Mohbad on Monday, let them come out and comfort me. Adura said, nobody saw Mohbad on Monday. So that means something had been happening to Mohbad on Monday. Adura said it. He said, nobody will tell me they saw Mohbad on Monday.
the nurse actually called us that she will be available on Tuesday, and my husband asked her to come over, and we're supposed to go to the mall to get our son item for his 5th month birthday.
We are supposed to go to the mall to get our son item for his 5th month birthday. Who does a 5th month birthday? By me now. So for me. Birthday. That was what she wanted to establish when Mohbad died. Stop. We wanted to go out. Now this girl is a pathological liar. You wanted to go out on Tuesday. When you told us that Mohbad bled profusely on Monday, you called the nurse. Now you are telling us you wanted to go and get some gift for your son's 5th month birthday. Davido gone Tony for Tony Kono kò ṣe birthday fọ́mọ lóṣooṣù. Àgàn tó tin wojú Olúwa fọ́mọ tipẹ́tipẹ́ gan kò ṣe birthday fọ́mọ every month. You want to go and get an item. E wo lórí burúkú ṣakin ṣe bí ọ̀gá. Oh, small yansh dey shake yo. Ó máa ń pọ́n ra ilé. Ìwọ ni Mohbad fún ní gbogbo time yẹn. Ìwọ yìí. Ìwọ. Ó gbọ́ nǹkan tí ìyá Mohbad sọ ni. A máa fi ṣe polówó. Ìyá Mohbad ní lórí burúkú ni. Ó lọ́mọ ò ní kú kò ní mù. Ṣùgbọ́n gbogbo nǹkan tó fojú Mohbad rí. Irú èèyàn bíi tẹ lọ́lọ́run bá mi fún Papa Lolo. Àmì Jésù. Irú èèyàn bíi tẹ lọ́lọ́run máa fún Papa Lolo. Àmì Jésù. Abẹ́gbọ́. We are planning to go and buy something for our son. She's trying to put that son in our face. Now, your son is not our problem here. Our problem is what by Mohbad. Stop putting your son in our face. They ask you what happened on that day. We don't want to know what happened to your son. Everybody has a child. And so by then no more. What easy in what in diagnosis, what in come abayan gbe ọmọ so en tí ó bá fẹ́ lọ́mọ kò fẹ́ ni ṣó ń gbọ́ ọlọ́mọ kan gbogbo èyàn ló láyé gbogbo story tẹ́ máa ṣe ọlọ́mọ ló láyé yẹn f off Agbomo sí wa lójú, agomo lẹ́yìn adìyẹ, agomo lẹ́yìn alangba, má gbé freaking papa lolo sí wa lójú. F off. Olórí burúkú bàbá ọmọ tí ò rọmọ rí ni kó ló máa sọ, my father and my son, my father and my son.
He asked us to just wait till he finished his medication with the nurse, then would go. So when the nurse came, the nurse administered injection on him. So it was the third injection that he reacted to. And he was rushed to the hospital, and a few minutes after, he was declared dead.
Do you know this nurse you called the previous day was the same that came
She has to change. Can you hear she has changed the narrative? Because we busted her. She got to some. Only when the nurse gave him the injection, 2 minutes after, the nurse declared him dead. Don't forget that. I've blocked him. Don't forget that Wunmi stated that the hospital declared Mohbad dead. But now, in an interview with AIT, she said 2 minutes after, the nurse declared Mohbad dead. Do you know why she's telling the truth now? Because we busted her. We did a few minutes later for her. She told us when they got to the hospital, 20 minutes later when they got to the hospital, the doctor declared Mohbad dead. She's now telling AIT that 2 minutes later, the nurse gave Mohbad injection. The nurse declared him dead. If
I'm correct.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Is this a regular nurse? Like, is the nurse your family doctor, or the nurse is a random nurse that you know around the neighborhood?
Okay, play it again.
Edo. But the nurse was not around on that was our child's 5th month, which is 12th of September. So we woke up as family. He had his own stuff to do because he had a podcast on that Tuesday morning. Meanwhile, he sustained an injury on Sunday, the last show he went to. He sustained an injury. He had a fight with his friend, which he sustained an injury. So meanwhile, we wanted to call. We called a nurse on Monday, but the nurse was not available. So on Tuesday morning, the nurse actually called us that she will be available on Tuesday, and my husband asked her to come over, and we're supposed to go to the mall to get our son item for his 5th month birthday. But he asked us to just wait till he finished his medication with the nurse, then we'd go. So when the nurse came,
she said on Tuesday they were supposed to go and buy something for the son. But Mohbad said they should wait. Let the son finish the treatment before they go. She anticipated kò lè sọ̀rọ̀ láti jọ́ Monday. Ṣó lórí burúkú lọ́mọ yìí ni? Àbẹ́bí nìkan mò ń gbọ́ ni. Ó ní Mohbad said he wanted to collect the treatment on Tuesday before they go for the shopping. When you told us that Mohbad bled profusely on Monday. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa gbọ́ lọ. Sorry.
The nurse administered injection on him. So it was the 3rd injection that he reacted to. And he was rushed to the hospital, and a few minutes after, he was declared dead.
Do you know this nurse you called the previous day was the same nurse that came on Tuesday, if I'm correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
is this a regular nurse? Like, is the nurse your family doctor, or the nurse is a random nurse that you know around the neighborhood?
Okay, so he has a personal nurse, but the nurse was not around on Tuesday and Monday. Yeah, we put a call through to his personal nurse, but she wasn't available. So a friend offered
hospital
to give him his own personal nurse, and he said he has been using the nurse since 3 years ago. So his friend offered.
Can you hear that? His friend offered. Meanwhile, ó ti sọ fún blogger tó wà lórí Instagram gbà kan yẹn. But baby tí mo call out tún gbà kan yẹn. Ó sọ fún pé àwọn Naira Marley ló papọ̀ mọ́ spending àti nurse kan wá pa Mohbad. Ó sọ fún ó bá baby yẹn chat. I have the chat. Now, ṣé kí nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣe ń bẹ̀ yẹn? Ó fẹ́ tí ó ní spending offered them a nurse number. According to spending, when I was coming down the staircase, they asked me if I have a nurse. that Mohbad is feeling unwell. And Spendi said he asked them that, what of Mohbad nurse? Spendi said Ashana told them that Mohbad nurse is not around. Do you see what she's trying to do there? She said Spending offered to give them a nurse. Spending never offered. You asked Spending. According to DJ Bami, according to the first statement you all made, you asked Spending for a number. And Spending gave them that number. Spending did not offer a number. Ashana, she likes to shift blame to people. She wants to rope Spending now. It's again, she offer rope Spending just because Spending to update it for the last week. Emagbolo.
The nurse to come on Monday, but the nurse said she wasn't around also. So the nurse let her come on Tuesday. So that was the first time using the nurse.
Were you in the hospital with them?
No, it was a home service. Okay. The nurse came to our house.
So what led to why did you then decided to take him to the hospital after the nurse had treated him at home?
Yeah, so he reacted to the injection. Immediately the nurse gave him the third injection. He vomited. He said he wanted to vomit and he wanted to pee also. So he vomited the food he ate in the morning. He also peed. So on his way coming from the restroom, he fell down and he said he was feeling hot. Like he was feeling hot.
She has lied. The nurse said they took Mohbad to the bathroom. That Ashana took Mohbad to the bathroom and they were pouring water on him. Now she's saying in the interview that Mohbad went to wee, and as he was coming out of the bathroom, he fell and they were. Our words are not aligning. Let's continue.
Inside, and he needed hair, he needed AC. And he also asked us to pour him water because he's feeling hot, and he started reacting, started having forms.
This girl is a liar. I remembered in the statement, the first statement the nurse told her mom when she was declared wanted. The nurse said Ashana was pouring Mohbad water. And Mohbad was saying, no, no. The nurse too was saying no. Now, Ashana said it was Mohbad that was requesting for water. Stamina. Why is this girl lying like this? She said, Mohbad, she's trying to shift that water from her. Now she said Mohbad requested for the water. But I remember in the first statement, the nurse mother said that the nurse told her that even when they were pouring water on Mohbad, Mohbad was doing stop, stop, stop. Can you all remember? Because she's a liar, she doesn't have a good memory.
Good bones in his body, and we poured him water. We said he was not comfortable still. So when we got to realize that the condition was getting worse, so we had to rush him to the hospital. So basically, it was the injection that reacted on his body that led to us taking him to the hospital.
Okay. Well, so far so good. What has been the relationship between you and Mohbad's father?
Our relationship has been so nothing to write home all about.
Why so?
Because it's basically because of my husband's royalties and all of that. He wants to be in control of everything.
Shengbo, the woman asked that, what is the relationship between you and your father-in-law? She said the relationship is sour. Then the woman said why? She said because Baba is interested in Mohbad's property and royalties. Royalty again. I have never seen this man mentioning royalty. I have never seen this man mentioning Mohbad's property. All this man wants is, I want justice for my son and I want DNA for that boy. But she is the one consistently talking about royalties, royalties, royalties. Why is this girl lying on this man? Please, I want her to go and bring one video where Baba had talked about royalty or where Baba had spoken about Mohbad's property. Rather, she is the one that is always talking about royalties and properties. Baba did not offend you. Even when Baba got to where Mohbad died, you told Baba to take Mohbad for Konloro. Even Baba said when you got to Mohbad's burial that day, he still prayed for you. Now you say Baba is talking about royalty. Olori buruku ni. Why can't you talk about the placenta? Why can't you talk about Baba catching another man with you on your matrimonial bed?
In the left behind. He doesn't want to understand the fact that he has a child. He wants to be the one in control of everything, and my husband's lawyer is trying to act based on the law, but he doesn't want it. He wants to be in control. So the fact that what he wanted was not given to him, he has been trying to set me up. He has been trying to to defame me, to defame our only child. He has called him so many names. He has called him a bastard. He has said so many things. He has even called me for this child's woman just to back up his claim that Liam is a bastard, our only child is a bastard. And he has said so many things. And all of this is because of my husband's loyalty, nothing else. Like he wants to be in charge of everything.
When you say he wants to be in charge, he wants to be in control, what do you mean?
What I'm trying to insinuate is that he doesn't want anybody to question him. Like he wants to be the one to be in control of everything my husband left behind, including the blended property he got for our child. Because I've been requesting for it from the day my husband died up to this moment. So he doesn't want anything to be with anybody. He wants, including the landed property, the royalties, to be in his demand.
This is what happens when you marry a jobless woman. All her life will be on properties. There's no difference between this girl and Lande's wife. They are the same thing. Properties. Olori buruku ọmọ tí ò níṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ni property ọkùnrin máa jọ lójú. If you have got your own job, it will be an addition. And even if Baba is not giving it to you, you will walk away because you know you will work for your own. But because you want to live a luxury life, but you have no job, you want to live a luxury life, you want to live in Lekki, you want to drive a good car, but you have no job. Make it make sense. You will still want to fight on somebody else's property. You want to kill a man to inherit his property.
To be in his care.
Okay, I get that.
And he's been to give whoever he wants to give willingly. He doesn't want anybody to force him or query him. All
right. You just mentioned a while ago that your father-in-law does not believe that Liam is his grandson.
No, I never said so. He believed Liam is his grandson. He knows 100% that Liam is his grandson.
So why is he demanding for a paternity test?
Because after my husband's demise, he called my husband's lawyer. Not even called. He has been saying it from the moment he saw my husband.
Does this lady think Baba is jobless like her? She said Baba believed 100% that Papa Lolo is his grandson. Have you forgotten that Mama Mohbad told us, please, if anybody can get me that interview Iya Mohbad had with Punch. Iya Mohbad said, even Mohbad challenged the paternity of that son. That Mohbad wanted the DNA, but Baba said no. Can you all remember? Iya Mohbad said it first. That Mohbad wanted the paternity of that son. So Mohbad demanded for a DNA. Look at this deluded being saying Baba Mohbad believed that is his son. So Baba Mohbad will know that is his son. And he will be wasting our time. This man will know and be wasting our time. Okay, you don't need to talk now. DNA will confirm it now.
He has been asking for everything that belongs to my husband. His car, his phone, everything. So he has been...
Look at what she said. She said Baba has been asking for everything that belongs to Mohbad. His car, his phone. Okay, Ashana, where is Mohbad's phone? You let us understand that on that day Mohbad died, Mohbad has no car. So which car is Baba asking for? Because I don't understand this girl. Of course, Baba has the right to ask for his phone. Abi? Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa gbọ́ lọ.
He told my husband's lawyer that my husband's lawyer should give him everything that is in his care that belongs to my husband. So my husband's lawyer said it cannot work that way because my husband left.
This girl is a pathological liar. Baba, when Baba got to that house that day, the first thing Mohbad's lawyer told Baba was, Baba, calm down. Nǹkan tó wà nílẹ̀ tó pín. Can you all remember? A mini memory. Baba said immediately he got to the house. The first statement Mohbad's lawyer told him was, Baba, calm down. Nǹkan tó wà nílẹ̀ tó pín. Now look at this. Olórí burúkú ọmọ tó sọ pé Baba was telling the lawyer to hand him over everything to him. The lawyer that was even avoiding Baba. Look at what this girl is saying. Kí ló mú lawyer sọ pé kí Baba calm down pé nǹkan tó wà nílẹ̀ tó pín. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa gbọ́ lọ.
A child, that every damn thing will be done according to the law. So he does not want it. So he said it's either he is in charge of everything, or he will go all out there to destroy me. And that is what he has been doing.
Wumi, I'd like to know at this point if you are sure that Liam is Mohbad's son. I ask this because not only your father-in-law is asking for paternity test. A lot of people are asking for this paternity test. And it's been like almost 2 years since your husband passed. And the paternity test has not been done. Why is it being delayed? But first, I'd like to know if you are sure that Liam is Mohbad's son.
I am 100% sure. I am 101% sure. Like, even my father-in-law is 100% sure. Like, my husband is the only man I've ever had anything.
Only I'm 101% sure. Only even my father-in-law knows that Mohbad is the only person to bóun sùn. Ọmọ tí mo fẹ́ transformer Lekki wọ́n pín kiri Lekki. Where did that song come from? Maria be like Marita, Maria be like Joseph. Mohbad sọ pé òun ò sún mọ́ ẹ dẹ̀ bí Joseph. Olórí burúkú lọmọ yo. Ṣé bàbá mọ̀ gbà ton panashuku ẹ ni? Even Maisy said it. Maisy said they caught her with another man in Malian's house. Naira Marley is coming to the inquest. The first time they were inú mi ledun lawyer bàbá ti tẹ́lẹ̀ tó kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ inquest. That was the lawyer that asked that question from Ashana. At the first coroner inquest. The lawyer stated, and I quote, Oni Shailomi ti gori Ashana rí. Ashana could not answer that question. Ìgbà tí ó dáhùn question yẹn, the lawyer asked again, ṣé Sam Larry ṣó ti bẹ́ẹ̀ sùn rí? Ó ń wòkè, ó ń wọlẹ̀ ni. She did not answer that question. How can you say pé Baba Mohbad that lives in Berigbe knows that it's only Mohbad that is sleeping with you? So where do you go every three days? What apartment do you go to? Mohbad ní tóun bá ti bẹ́ ẹja, aago kan òru, wàá gbé weekend bag, wàá sọ pé òun lọ. Where do you go to? Who are you going to meet? Look at this girl. Does she think we have daft like her? Olórí burúkú ọmọ òfò yìí. Ẹ̀yin ọkùnrin tẹ́ ń wò mí, ẹ jẹ́ kí n sáré tú àṣírí kan tó lọ lọ́wọ́ fún yín. When you marry a lady, you will think the lady is a virgin. They are never virgins, oh. They are using one kayamata now. When they use that kayamata, it will their punane will be very tight. And over tight to the extent pé because of that kayamata, it will be like it will turn them to a virgin. They are never a virgin. What ti do para. That is the new that is happening now. They will now be telling you, ọkọ mi ló jábálẹ̀ mi at 25. At 24, my wife is a virgin. They are not a virgin, no. They are using, eba mi cut the video yìí. Men be careful. Men be careful. Obo wọn ti wọ demorage ó ti bàjẹ́. Obo yẹn ti di jigbin. That is what these young ladies are doing now. No, now you will say you married them, you made them as a virgin. They are not a virgin. They are using kayamata. There is a kayamata, you can ask the Awisa women, they will tell you. There is a kayamata that will turn their punani to virgin. So when you go there, blood will come out. It is the kayamata. It is very, very expensive, Kayamata. Now they will say, my daughter is 24. It's only her husband that is virginal. Baban Lairo. Don't use this virgin to judge again. Go and use Shongo, Oya, Abadiora. When you marry them and they tell you they are virgin, this is a lie. Blatant lie. That is what is raining now. I've said I'm coming to the online to tell all men, if you marry any lady and they tell you they are virgin, don't wait for that. I did virgin now and blood came out. No, it is Kayamata that turned them to virgin. Oboti di jigbi jigbi, oboti di konga jikmo, oboti di damo, oboti di kanji dam. Honestly, you are buying a wrong market. Don't be convinced. Don't be happy that at 24, at 25, I'm the man that is virgin my wife. Baba Laro. Kayamata ti dibegbe. If they want to be sure they are virgin, call Amadiora for them. Muwala sodo ilala. Wama Japani. Don't be deceived, men, please. They are not virgins. They are not. Take them to Ailala. There is a Kayamata that is circulating now. Kanu loting bewa. Toba ti fisibai. Okunye ma de pani. Ema go boko wo berini. Meanwhile, wọ́n ti gboko baba ọkọ wọn. Wọ́n ti gboko ẹ̀gbọ́n. Wọ́n ti gboko àbúrò. Kò sokoto ti do. Egbo lórí burúkú. Only Baba Mohbad knows it's only my husband. Ibiti belashmo that in da edubule shidi oke nko. Olórí burúkú ọmọ òfò. Ó parọ́ kú. Ṣé n tó tẹ̀ sọ pé nọ́ọ̀sì bàbá ló ní kí nọ́ọ̀sì máa lọ. Tí bàbá ò dẹ̀ rí nọ́ọ̀sì rí. Kí ló fẹ́ sọ fún wa tẹ́lẹ̀? Ṣó máa ná dóhùn ni. Gbogbo àṣírí ẹ̀ máa tú. Ó dìgbà tí Naira Marley bá wá sí Inquest. Ṣé mo sọ àbí ìyàwó Myce's girlfriend said it as well. Myce's girlfriend said they caught her with a calabash with juju inside Mohbad's house just because Mohbad caught her with a friend in a room in Naira Marley's house. And look at her now, saying Mohbad is the only man. Oh, so le fún wa láti jọ́ yìí o. Oh, so le fún wa o. O tún ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ mú yẹn mọ́ ni o. Ojoojúmọ́ ló ń fowó ra rọ́, ó ń pa pẹ̀pẹ̀ rọ́, pìtìpìtì ayé á bá ẹni.
Life. So even my brother-in-law is 100% sure because this little baby is something that we actually pray for. It is not something that I really want to have. Like I was praying.
Can you hear that? She said this baby is not what I willingly want to have. Don't forget that this girl went to Baba that she wants to be pregnant. And Baba was taking her to Orioke. Now, if you don't want to have this baby, why were you going to Orioke? Is this how daft this girl is? Eyokunrin, please, if you want to settle for a lady, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with an illiterate. Some ladies can be an illiterate, but they can be sound upstairs. But Ashana, she's an illiterate and she's empty upstairs. Look at what she's saying. Just look at what she's saying. She said she and Mohbad does not want the baby. So why did she go to Baba that Baba should take her to different Orioke that they are looking for pregnancy at age 22? Just because she has planned all what she's gonna do. Don't forget that before she said she was looking for pregnancy, she fought with Mohbad for months. She left. She came back. She said she's pregnant. That was the reason Mohbad demanded for DNA, which Mama Mohbad confirmed. Let's continue.
Because I had him very young. I got pregnant when I was 23. So it's not something that I planned or I actually wanted.
What do you mean you it's something you pressed for? You people were praying for.
Out of pressure. Like my father-in-law wanted the baby. Not even me, not even my husband. He wanted the baby.
My father-in-law wanted the baby. When Baba said she was looking for pregnancy and she went to Baba to take her to Orioke. Now she said she doesn't want the baby. Look at why is this girl lying like this? You don't want a baby. Baba now said, let's go to Orioke. Why did you follow him? You might as well tell Baba that, Baba, we are still young. We don't want a baby for now. We have seen married couples different times. They will marry. Look at Vicky James, for example. It's not that she doesn't want to have a baby, but they don't want to have it yet. They still want to enjoy themselves before baby comes in. Now you say you don't want a baby, that Baba pressed you to have a baby. Now Baba cannot force you if you are not ready. You can always tell Baba that, Baba, can we leave it for now? We just want to enjoy ourselves. But you were the one that cried to Baba that you are seeking for pregnancy. You desperately want pregnancy. And that was why Baba took you to Orioke to pray. So if it was Baba that was pressing it, you might as well tell Baba that, Baba, we are not ready for pregnancy. When we are ready, we will be pregnant. You cried to Baba that, Baba, at 22, I need to have my own child. That was why Baba said he took you to Orioke.
He was always the one coming to us, telling us to get pregnant. Like he wants me to have a baby. He wants me to at least have a baby for his son. So it's not as if myself and my husband, planned it, or so it was. He had a dream that I would be pregnant and the baby would be a boy.
Hey, John, can you see what she said? She said Baba told her that Baba had a dream that she was pregnant and the baby will be a boy and the boy will be a glorious boy. I told you the last time I made a video. It was not Baba that said this. This story she's making up, the story was for Mohbad. When they had Mohbad, they told them they should look after Mohbad because Mohbad is going to be a glorious boy. Now she said, Igba wo ni Baba tún di Joseph the carpenter labo Baba. Igba wo ni Baba tún di Joseph alala. Ẹ jẹ́ bá mi pé Baba. We knew Baba as Joseph the carpenter. Igba wo ni Baba tún di Joseph alala. Only Baba had a dream. Joseph the carpenter. Bí kí Baba kọ àpótí kọ́kọ́ ló kọ́kọ́ lẹ̀kùn. Òun la mọ̀ wọ́n mọ́. Joseph the carpenter la mọ̀. Igba wo ni Baba tún di Joseph alala. Because she said Baba had a dream that she's pregnant, she will have a glorious boy. Olórí burúkú lọmọ he said, nǹkan tó dá wọn lẹ̀. I will see you all tomorrow. Permission to fall out now. I'll come again tomorrow and I will come again on Monday. I promise you. All these 3 days is going to be back to back. We are going to be analyzing it back to back. I'm sorry I had to go now. Please, Daddy me, Esariba Dasi back. Iba interview to ṣe ìka tó máa lọ.
Thank you, my sister. She started with, we woke up as a family. Had our morning prayer.
Daddy bá gbẹ́nu sí máìkì sà. Àgbọ̀yìn dáadáa.
I think she started with, we woke up as a family.
Yeah, on Tuesday. She didn't start by Monday. She didn't start what happened from Ikorodu. She didn't start.
And I'm shocked that she didn't add that we had our morning prayers, prayed fast as a family. Because there was nothing like that. And on that, before that Tuesday, on Monday, Mama Mohbad called and couldn't reach Mohbad. And she promised to call. Mama wanted her to give phone to Mohbad. She said Mohbad was sleeping. And Mama demanded that she should call back. She didn't call back on Monday, and Liam was to have the birthday on Tuesday. And on that Tuesday, Mohbad was supposed to grant interview. Okay. So they were supposed to go out on Tuesday, but they didn't call Mama back. The same Mama that they promised to buy, to give 5 million to buy.
God bless you, sir. Ẹ má gba ìpọ́nà sọ, ó fẹ́ fún bàbá lówó, ó fẹ́ fún Mama Mohbad ní 5 million. Owó freezer.
We are just reconciling her statements. And thank God that Dura said no one saw Mohbad on Monday. And that was Mohbad that was fine. And that was Mohbad that woke up fine. But she should have maybe assist us with how they came together as family, had breakfast, how Mohbad dressed up, and he was waiting, but we didn't see that part. We know you were saying something that kind of exonerates pride. When he was saying they wanted to go out and it was fine, he was indirectly telling us that nothing happened.
So Abi?
No fights. And that the husband was well. So the husband, the injury or whatever you are talking in Ikorodu has no effect on Mohbad.
God bless you, sir. For them to want to go out on Tuesday, that means that injury cannot kill. The injury had no effect. So, sir, where did the police sell profusely?
Oh, that is the profuse aspect of it. That is why they need to ask. You know, the nurse didn't do any body examination. We can't rule out stabbing, and we are not sure whether it is Mohbad the nurse actually treated. So there could be stabbing, and the fact that there was water on the floor. Is it that the water they pour on him? Was he reacting to an injection?
And there was blood on a duvet cover. Duvet cover covered with blood.
It seems the other nurse has done something that they were desperate to cover up. And it was already having something, reacting to something, even before the arrival of this nurse. So that injection from this nurse may not be what
killed Mohbad.
Or there was blood stain that they need to mop up. That is to that. She asked, there is something she said when it got to water there on this interview. She said, she asked us to pour him water.
Yeah, that Mohbad asked them to pour water on him.
Yes. No, just listen to the second one. In another interview, he said, Adura brought water. And in this very interview, he said, we pour him water. You will never hear me say, I did this. He said, she asked us to pour him water. Adura brought the water in another interview. But in this one, she's concluding that we pour him water. Indirectly, he never said, I pour him water. Abdullah will still come and take responsibility for pouring him water. My husband lawyer want to act based on the law. The husband lawyers was there immediately that Mohbad died. The husband lawyer was there at police station when they wanted to detain the nurse and take necessary action. That husband lawyer did not act then, but know how to act on properties. That lawyer should tell us the position of law on the properties. And you know something that made me happy? He said Baba want to control everything. I'm happy Baba did not stay back in Lekki to even ask for inventory of what was in the house. A man who wants to control properties will immediately be looking at inventory of, stay back and ask even the governors and the rest.
Yeah, to sit for people to come and greet him there. He went to Ikorodu.
After all, he's the father. If he decides to stay back, can anybody chase him away? I'm also happy that when they were sharing the Mohbad dog, AC, when they were sharing every other thing that they've shared,
they did not give Baba. They did not give Baba anything.
Thank God, as they share, we never hear that man complaining that they share Mohbad's property.
Oh no, Best scholar is not nice at all. Best scholar said when they were sharing Mohbad's dog, Mohbad's AC.
Baba never complained of missing dog. Baba never complained about AC. They did not even, the man who wanted to control properties, and he's not even interested in whatever you have shared. Baba never asked anybody, where's Mohbad's car? Baba has never even asked us whether his son owned the house or did not own the house. And I'm happy on the issue of property. What Baba contested when Mohbad was alive is not, Baba has not even repeated it. Baba has not even brought that up for any action. And when Mohbad was alive, as a father, he plays his role. How can his son tell him that he has bought, he wants to buy a car, and this man will not advise his son whether he has
property? And
that was in that process, in that discussion, that Mohbad confessed to his father that he has some properties, and the mother, woman's mother, was the one in custody of those things. That alone made the man to think, someone will to one room come here, right? You cannot think, I'm your father, I'm still alive. Something is wrong. Another thing he said is that they never wanted marriage. That him and the husband, they were cool. They were just cool with themselves. I'm happy that it's also saying that Liam is unwanted baby.
Unwanted baby. Yeah, that was what she made. Yes. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. That they did not plan for Liam. You didn't want the marriage. You didn't plan for Liam. Why do you now want the properties?
Deep.
You are not interested in marriage.
Go deeper.
You are not interested in bearing a lover. Even the Liam you are talking about, you are saying Liam is just an accidental baby. That is what you are telling the whole world. That it was Baba. It was Baba. If Baba dictated marriage and dictated Liam, why can't he dictate properties? Over properties?
Go deeper, sir.
And you agree with Baba, even when your husband was alive, you did not disagree with his position on marriage. When your husband was alive, you did not he forced even the pregnancy into your stomach. It was Baba who even made sure that Liam was inside your stomach for 9 months. You deliver and you deny him placenta. Now that Mohbad is late, you no longer want Baba to be in control of anything. Strangers from Oju Eleba, where did we come from? He's not the one carrying Mohbad dog. Is that fear? A stranger is not carrying Mohbad dog. Baba borrow money for.
Ajá lásán wọn pín dọ́dọ̀ bàbá inverter wọn pín èsì wọn pàjá wọn
everything, and this man is still not talking. But when you go for interview, you must mention this man. You must bring properties in, and you must it's unfair. That is the man you gave 2 million to. That you wanted to transfer 2 million to.
The Baba said, I don't want the 2 million. Baba Elowa joko ti property.
And I'm happy. I still want to see they never bargain for this. As many times as Aloba comes out to ask for help, we shall be there. God shall be there.
Amen. Amen.
We shall support him.
Amen in Jesus' name. Daddy, do you know why she said Baba is coming out because of money? They never expected people with all their defamation. They don't know that people are still going to support that man. One people might swan yoni, ipo awon le dawo mo. But she and support Baba yen on dungo. She's pained. She's pained because I told you the first court they went to. Once upon my drag kini pe awon ko de 3 years. Shingba Baba Mohbad oni rigba. Awon awo to ma fi sejo. But Ọlọ́run tó máa mú rírí jáde nínú ẹ̀rí, Ọlọ́run tó máa pọnmi sápẹ̀rẹ̀ just to disgrace the bucket. Ó dúró fún bàbá yẹn, ó dúró ti bàbá yẹn, ó fi àánú bàbá yẹn sí gbogbo wa lọ́kàn.
Àtobìnrin àtọkùnrin tó bá ṣiṣẹ́ ọmọ, àní dúró wo wọ́n kan jẹ ìyá ọmọ.
Àmín Jésù.
That man ó ṣiṣẹ́ ọmọ, n tó ń pè ní iṣẹ́ ọmọ, responsibility.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Nígbà tó ń gbé Mohbad kiri àti bùkún àtàdúrà wọn kú mọ́ lọ́wọ́.
Wọn kú àbí? Ní kékeré dádì tí ò sówó tí ò sí nǹkankan wọn kú mọ́ lọ́wọ́.
Ó ṣe jẹ́ literate, ó ṣe jẹ́ carpenter yẹn. Ṣé Mohbad ò ní wúndùn kékeré ni? Ṣé Mohbad ò fẹsẹ̀ kọrí ni? Ṣé Mohbad ò ṣubú rí ni? Ṣé kò ní injury rí ni? Ṣé bó ṣe jẹ́ literate carpenter yẹn wọn kú mọ́ lọ́wọ́? Ó ṣe jẹ́ pé gbà tán dọ́dọ̀ wọ tó ń sóyìnbó fatafata. I'm a graduate of this, I'm a DJ, I'm a rapper.
Ìyá ọlọ́mọ unwanted pregnancy.
Ọgbọ́n tí yín ló wá kú sí. Bàbá yẹn ó ti accuse ẹ̀ pé òun ló pọ̀ ọmọ ẹ̀. Ó ti accuse ẹ̀ pé òun ló ní kí nọ́ọ̀sì máa lọ.
Ẹ wo gbogbo ọkọ tó ń pa.
Ẹ bá débi yìí kó fẹ́ fi placenta ṣògùn owó ni. Ẹ tún ló fẹ́ kidnap ọmọ, ẹ tún ló fẹ́ kidnap Liam. Ẹ ní láti gbé sínú ọ̀rá.
Ẹgbẹ́ ọ̀sọ̀mọdọmọ náà rà. Oríṣiríṣi orúkọ tiẹ̀ ló ti fún Liam.
Gbogbo ṣe bá mọ orúkọ tó ti fún Mohbad gan. He has mental problem, ọ̀dọ̀ yín láti gbọ́. Nígbà tẹ́ fẹ́ defend ara yín, ó ní mental problem, ẹ̀yin lẹ gbé wá. Ẹlẹ́gbẹ́ ọmọ rẹ̀ sínú ọ̀rá, ẹ̀yin lẹ gbé wá.
Dádì ẹ̀ tún má gbàgbé o. Ó ní ọ̀nà ọmọ ológo ni. Ó sọ bàbá bàbá Mohbad carpenter ó sọ wọ́n dá lálà Joseph carpenter lámọ̀ ó tún sọ bàbá Mohbad di Joseph the dreamer.
tí ó ń sọ̀rọ̀ bí ẹni tí ò lọ́pọlọ.
Kò ní.
tó bá jẹ́ pé bàbá ló lálàá wípé ọmọ ẹ máa jẹ́ ọmọ ológo tó dẹ̀ bìlíì.
Bàbá yẹn ló dẹ̀ tún kórìíra ọmọ yẹn.
tó bàbá tó lálàá yẹn káyé ẹ̀ bàjẹ́ ni odò tó gbàgbé orísun ẹ̀ nìyẹn.
Ó máa gbẹ ni.
ẹni tó rí dream tó bá yẹ kó tó lọ believe in that dream that the man dreamt about the future of your son. tó bàbá yẹn náà ló dẹ̀ pè lórí fóònù ló ní bàbá ayé yín máa bàjẹ́ ni. bàbá tó rí òkú ọmọ ẹ tó believe ló dẹ̀ ní káyé ẹ̀ bàjẹ́ báyìí bàbá yẹn bá bàjẹ́ ayé òkú ọmọ ẹ tó rí bàjẹ́ nìyẹn. bó bàbá yẹn bá ṣe ń ṣàyìn sí i tó bá yẹ kó òótọ́ ni lòkú ọmọ ẹ máa ṣàyìn sí i bàbá yẹn ló yẹ kó o sọ di òrìṣà àkúnlẹ̀ bọ̀ pé bàbá yìí Ọlọ́run gbé ìran ohun tó ọmọ mi máa dà láyé òun ló mọ ibi tí ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì ibi tó ti pè wá ṣùgbọ́n gbogbo ẹ̀ náà script ni irọ́ ló ń pa ìwọ tó ń líìlì tó ń gbọ́n rí gírígírí ìwọ jọ ẹgbẹ́ tí ẹ lè sọ tó lè sọ pé wọ́n rà lásì tó lè gbàgbọ́ ẹni tó ti mú láàdù torí ẹ ti dàrú.
bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́lá ní ẹni tó ti mú láàdù torí ẹ ti dàrú.
ó jọ ẹni tó lè tù àlàfo tó lè gbàgbọ́ ṣé lè jọ ẹni tó lè gbàgbọ́. my sister.
Daddy èyí tó kù dọ̀là sà.
ẹ jẹ́ kó máa grant tàbí owó ẹ̀ fún wa.
àwa mama Daddy ní ẹni tó ti mú láàdù torí ẹ ti dàrú. Daddy èyí tó kù dọ̀là sà. Thank you so much. God bless you, sir. We appreciate you, sir. To all our gifters, all our supporters, Baba Mohbad supporters, the hosts, critical thinkers, every one of you, critical thinkers, every one of you, mo share anybody. Thank you for not relenting on supporting Baba Mohbad. God will speak for you where you have no voice in the mighty name of Jesus. Thank you so much. And somebody said, I'm always promising to come out, and I don't come out, that they will petition me. Petition our water. I'll see you tomorrow. I promise. I'll see you tomorrow after church. God bless you. I love you all. I love you all. Instagram, God bless you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. YouTube, God bless you. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.